You know, my new RAM that took me
Dashing
like
through
2
the
minutes.
snow.
It's just-
Got really
My
used
new
up all that
special
RAM.
ramification. It took me 2 minutes. Xavier, that
Yes.
rendered in 20 seconds.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Like, cheesh. Stink.
Jesus. Hello, everybody. So welcome to Wednesday, December 14th. And it's we are 11 days before Christmas and the last show of the year.
Happy Hanukkah.
Realizing that we have done as many, if not more, shows than Howard has done this year, which this was kind of like a really weird, crazy experiment that we decided to do. I, kind of announced it without even talking to the guys last year. Like, all right, I guess that's what we're doing then. But I'm kind of really liking doing this, and I like doing a wrap up show where it's easy to do it. It's not 4.5 hours, and we can just get through the shit. So today, without question, and he left us with a thud, was probably one of the worst shows I think I've ever heard in my life. I mean, we've had worse. We've had worse, but it's
I don't know, man.
Last show of the year, though.
I mean,
really makes it the worst.
Bottom of the barrel doesn't do it justice anymore. We're underneath the barrel at this point.
No,
we're looking up at the barrel.
We're way looking. We're like 8 feet under that fucker at this point.
And the fact that Hollyweird Squares took up what 2 hours of the show today?
What a
2 hours.
fucking...
An hour and a half was introduction of all the losers that were on the panel.
Yes,
wonderful.
An hour and a half of introductions, including the players whom I never saw anything announcing, finding players, looking for players, anything. So yeah, I do have that commercial because I know you had mentioned it and I had thought about it as soon as Hollyweird Squares was off, and thought that this was like a total setup for these guys to be the contestants on the show today. So yeah, so it was actually one of the worst shows. Now, David, you do have a good question there. Worse than the cum hat or the elder abuse of the first half of the year? Maybe not. Maybe not, because that was
the year.
But
it's been quite the year.
Quite the year.
Being it's the last show of the year, it makes it a little bit worse, being that it just there's nothing else after this. Oh, and Steve Z has a question. What was the prize? Oh, this is phenomenal.
Oh,
the prize was
$1,000,
$1,000 gift certificate to Steven Singer.
For the winner.
Second place was $1,500. I mean $500 to Steven Singer.
Exactly.
They both got money.
They both got money. And they only had 2 rounds of questions, right? I mean, was it 3
and a tiebreaker? 2 rounds and a tiebreaker.
2 rounds and a tiebreaker. That was it. Because
that's it.
Tic-tac-toe is actually not that hard to actually accomplish.
No.
But with the people that they had on, it was really quite weird. It was a weird show. So let me show you.
You mean it wasn't the Ocean's 11 of celebrities, Monique?
Let's take a look, see at who was on the show.
The Sopranos was more climactic. Yes, the finale was more climactic than this.
Yeah, let me show this.
Blowout football games are more climactic.
Yeah, it's like a Jaguars Jets game.
Here's the Hollyweird Squares. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is embarrassing.
So here's what we got. We have Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Who was on the radio at the same time as this was going on.
Oh, did he really simulcast? No, he was on
his actual live show was going on while this was
going on. What?
That's amazing.
People were posting in the thread.
He triple dipped today. He did First Take after this, and then his own radio show in the afternoon.
Amazing.
That's a work ethic.
Then we got Howard Stern comedian, who is the guy.
Oh yeah, it's pre-tape, right? I'm right.
Then Ike Barinholtz, who
why
who the fuck is that?
Where do we know him from, other than being on the
Mad TV? He's in a bunch of
no clue who the fuck that is.
No.
He's in that woke crowd, Monique. He's kind of like a B-list. He would go to like the birthday bash. He was on a lot of the celebrity superfan roundtable things. He's a working character actor comedian.
Well, wait,
he was on Mad TV with Artie.
The worst of all, at Ike Barinholtz, they said that he was actually working with decrepit Mel Brooks, that they were zooming and talking about History World Part 2, which, please, dear God, I hope not. I can't. I don't want this guy touching anything that Mel Brooks does.
You know who I thought Ike Barinholtz was? Xavier, what's the name of the guy who used to be Walking Dead, who played the other cop?
And yeah. Daryl, not Daryl.
What's his name though? What's his like?
I don't know. He's the guy who does a Punisher.
John Bernthal. John Bernthal.
Oh, John Bernthal is who I thought Ike Barinholtz was.
Why did you think that, Monique?
We don't know.
I don't. Okay.
He
was the first guy to do a Marky Mark impression. If you look at his face, he looks like Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my God,
a
totally.
Mongoloid Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, and then Liza Minnelli, obviously somebody from the back office, and then Wendy in the center square, and then Brewster the human thumb on the right-hand side, then High Pitch Eric, then Kanye West, obviously somebody also from the back, and then Hungry, what's his name?
FF. You want me to explain what a Hunger FF is?
I know it's fist fucking, but I don't need to know anything else about it.
Yeah, I had to listen through it.
There's no more needed to be known.
It was bad. I was kind of traumatized. I actually threw up my breakfast.
Oh God, I can't. I know, Benjamin. You're right. We miss the old days when he had on Underdog Lady and Daniel.
You know, all those people were
sent
available.
You that whole thing from 02.
They could have had Daniel, Underdog Lady, Beetlejuice, like literally.
I sent Monique that whole thing from 02.
They're more talented than this group.
Here, let me see where I have a screenshot of Hollyweird Square. Yeah, so this is what Hollyweird Squares used to look at like in 2002. John the Stutterer, Hank the Angry Dwarf,
fuck your mother,
Tara Patrick.
I
went to high school with her.
And there's Daniel Carver.
Jeff the Drunk, did he die?
Who?
Jeff the Drunk,
still alive.
He's still alive?
Yeah,
still alive.
So what happened to him?
There's a
there's new, better people.
Not PC enough.
None of these people are fake characters. They're all just their weird, real selves.
Nice.
Right. So, so yeah, it was just kind of a curious amalgam of stupidity. Honestly,
it's like the C-list Whackpackers, which is fucking.
It was worse. It was actually worse than that.
I mean, you have fake Liza Minnelli, you have fake Kanye West, you have the Howard Stern impersonator that doesn't even sound. He doesn't sound like anybody. I don't know what he sounds like. It's
somebody said it today in the listening thread that he sounded like somebody.
Al Michaels.
Al Michaels.
Yeah. That was Mike in Windsor that said right. Then Alan Alda, Al
literally,
Michaels
what an embarrassment of this fucking show that they can't even get like the good loser Whackpackers.
You can't get the good bad people.
Dude, that's embarrassing, man.
I mean, Wendy at this point is so embarrassing. It's actually sad. I mean, it actually has gotten to the point of being sad with her.
Yeah, we'll listen to some of the, okay, so first they did the introduction, then they played the game for really like 15 minutes of the 2 hours. Then he took a 20-minute break.
Yes, he did.
20 minutes. It's actually 19 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yep.
20-minute break. And then he came back and they spent another half hour recapping the Hollyweird Squares and how amazing it was. I mean, they really thought that they outdid themselves with this. He
thought this was the greatest
thing that they had ever done.
He thought it was great because he didn't have to input one fucking.
Oh, he was exhausted. And you're going to hear the clip momentarily. He was absolutely exhausted from this. It really took everything out of him. And of course, we thought that it was pre-taped. And then there's Howard getting ready to actually start the show because it almost had the feeling of starting the show from scratch.
They cut there was during that long break, they actually ended up cutting who was talking? Oh shit, I can't think. They cut Kanye. It was a Kanye, like the fake Kanye.
I have
guy,
that, and we can listen to that and see if
it was a really weird cut.
Well, it may have just faded out. I listened to it and I was thinking that
it was weird though. Like starting the show.
But yeah, we'll listen to it. Now I'm gonna lower this a little bit so that I can give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you guys. All right, so basically, yeah, let me lower it.
Hey, it's RuPaul.
Okay, so basically the way this worked is that they did this Hollyweird thing, and there's Tiny Robin, Tiny Dancer.
Doesn't Robin look like the multiverse version of Harry Carey?
Oh my God.
I thought it was Zendaya.
Yeah.
No one Hollyweird
Here's the song. This question's done by
Hollyweird
Sal.
Squares Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Let me tell you.
Okay, so they did that. Then they introduced. Hi, Beanie Mac. Thank you so much. So then they introduced these two guys. These two fucking guys who happen to be military guys. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the audio. I'm gonna play a little bit of the audio so that you can hear who the players are, because he was so proud of himself. So here we go.
I bet they get PTSD more from this than actual combat.
Tell you
Semper Fi,
about
guys. Good to see
These
you.
are two brave military guys. So I want everyone to give him a big round of applause. You know I love it. First of all,
Yeah, you love it.
thank you. Playing for the X's is Mike from Texas. Mike from Texas is a petty officer in the Navy. He's been awarded the Combat Action Ribbon, the Joint Service Achievement Medal, and the Navy Commendation Medal.
Okay, so that's contestant number 1. Then we're gonna go, and there was a lot of blather back and forth in between the whole thing. And then we get to contestant number 2, who Howard absolutely loved. Here's contestant number 2.
What a surprise. Everyone's really handsome. What a surprise. I wonder who cast this.
Yeah,
I wonder who got headshots in advance.
Exactly. So here's contestant number 2.
Let us meet the second man.
Let's get right down to our game and meet our second man, who is another real man. I'm surrounded by real men. I'll never bring my wife into a room with these guys. You can be sure of that.
Hey, Howard, what were you going to say?
Sean is a former Army Green Beret. By the way, Sean, can the Green Berets kick the Navy SEALs' ass? I mean, who is a better
Stolen Valor, Badge Bunny.
Let's they say Navy SEAls. Navy SEAls are often better looking, but we can kick their asses. Yeah.
So this is how it went. Okay.
Hey Mo.
Yeah.
You know who this guy looks like? He looks like if Beth and her brother condom broke.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely looks like he could be in Ostrowski.
He told her like 25 years ago the condom broke between one of the brothers and Beth.
Did you pull you probably didn't pull the clip of Blobbin asking the guy that was in the Navy, literally in the Navy, just a regular Navy, if he's had any hand-to-hand combat. He's in the regular Navy.
Jack
With fucking Aquaman. Yes, absolutely.
Jack
it was
Tripper
Trident versus Trident that day. The sea was angry with my friend.
Yes, David. So they've broken the time-space continuum and are victory lapping, complimenting themselves on a bit in the middle of the actual bit. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, that's all you get.
Is there a marine biologist here?
Yes. So, obviously, I'm not going to play any of the questions or anything that they did on the show. But suffice it to say, this is where was it? Yeah, this is what the screen looked like. So I don't know how they did the visual for everybody. I'm not really sure how this kind of works.
They zoomed. They did all this.
No. I understand that. I understand that. But in terms of like the people in their squares of the Zoom, were they looking at like this as the template? You know what I mean?
You're like looking at. They had that whole zoomy thing going on, and I guess they had. Like,
I'm just curious.
Exactly, Tiger Lily.
Well,
exactly Howard's
software. I don't know if it's Zoom necessary, but they have the Google work, whatever. You can stack people like that,
Right.
So it's like
and then they probably just put a template over it. Okay, but they gave themselves so much credit.
It'd be very hard to do.
No idea. This is like mysticism to them. Wait until you hear the idiots from the back office talking about it too. It's pretty ridiculous, actually. So let's do one of the questions because I was curious about what you guys' thoughts were on it. Did anybody listen to the?
No, I did.
You are not allowed to answer.
Damn it!
No,
I want to answer Hooper really fast. Hooper 45. This guy was not a Navy SEAL. He was just a petty officer. He was literally just a petty officer.
But he's Howard's type, right, guys? That's all that matters. Like Consuelo.
All right, so go ahead.
Well, you can be just anything. I'm still happy that you are fighting for me, and I didn't have to do it. So that's.
I'm just saying though.
I'm all good with them being, fighting the good fight for us. So, just a petty officer is still somebody 10 times, braver than I would ever be. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so here's the
Thanks
question.
for putting us in our place.
You're not
man.
allowed to answer. But Johnny and
will.
Xavier are allowed to answer the question. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here's the question.
All right, Hunger FF, here we go.
Who are you gonna go
Who
with
wrote
first?
this song titled "Lick Me in the Ass"? Mozart. Listen to me. Mozart,
It's multiple choice.
Lucille Bogan, or Nicki Minaj?
Okay.
Nicki Minaj.
Obviously.
I'm gonna have to say Mozart.
All right. Sean,
That's
Lick Me in the Ass. Who wrote it?
Mozart.
Mozart, Lucille Bogan, or Nicki? Do you agree that it's Mozart?
I disagree.
Oy vey. Mozart wrote a song called Lech mich im Arsch, which translates to "Lick Me in the Ass." And
No, he
here
didn't.
it is. Here it is.
Okay.
You got me. I'm so
Crazy. I know. I
so
don't believe you.
embarrassed.
You guys
I'm so
sure?
shamed, Monique.
I
can't
know,
play
I'm
anymore.
ashamed.
I'm so shamed.
Well,
I can't play anymore.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
John, is that
they
really
left
true?
that scene out of Amadeus, I think.
How would he do that? He's already dead.
Idiots.
Well, he wrote it when he was alive.
Howard,
Christ.
this is
I
100%
think that
true.
answer was
Mozart wrote that
yeah.
song.
That song
John, go
slaps,
ahead.
fam.
Hold on,
Of course,
gang.
nobody can get a word in
John,
that
say
book.
that again.
Howard, it is 100% true. Mozart did indeed write that song.
So I had to look it up
I'm
because
sticking that too, Tiger
I
Lily.
just couldn't believe that.
True.
You really looked it up?
Yeah, of course I looked it up.
What a bait and switch. They got me.
So- Okay, so basically
I have PTSD
Mozart, as
from
you
this.
know, child genius, right? So he peaked when he was like, 17 or something like that. And there was this other dude who used to do these like goof kind of songs. And so he would write like stupid words over these other songs, even though the other, these are the lyrics. Lick me in the ass, nice nice and clean, lick my ass. It's a greasy desire, nicely buttered, like the licking of roast meat, my daily activity. So, yeah, and so when he died, his housekeeper put together all of his papers, and this was one of the songs
Right
that
on.
was in there.
Okay.
But it was absolutely just a goof, and it was originally written by like some other guy. So they-
So it
Oh,
wasn't written by Mozart.
it was like
What you're saying.
AJT. It was just a goof.
He was-
Yes.
Oh, and thank you for bringing that up, because as a matter of fact, today is the anniversary of Howard announcing AGT. So we're going to do a special cleaning out the computer AGT thing tonight, because obviously we don't.
What made you? Did he say that on the show today? What made you think of
I
that?
don't know. Xavier knows weird stuff just like the rest of you guys know.
So
but
that
all
guy
the
was
weird
like the
stuff-
17th century Weird Al, is what you're saying?
Yes,
Yes.
that's exactly what it was.
Because it wasn't really like
And
Mozart. It was just some
So he
dude
wrote-
doing.
He's the original one that wrote Amish Paradise, I guess.
There you go.
So okay. So we'll come back to the AGT
I
thing
think Bruce should
in
definitely sing that.
a little while. So here he has two people on in the military, and then all of a sudden the commercial that comes on immediately when he goes to a break after 2 hours of programming is the following.
This is great.
Dish is honoring local military members, and we asked you to join us by nominating servicemen and women who make a difference in your hometown. And you delivered. You told us about thousands of inspiring individuals who protect our freedoms
Really?
and strengthen their communities every day. And now we're excited to announce the 5 finalists. Learn more about these military heroes and cast your vote at dishhometownheroes.com, December 1st through the 30th.
Yeah. So really, was this a tie-in? Was this?
Oh yeah. Did you go to the
You
webpage?
think?
Oh right. Okay. You know what? I don't need douchebags right before Christmas. Goodbye.
Semper Fi, everyone. Semper Fi.
So-
Yes,
Oh,
Lori
Yeah,
Moore.
there's been several wonderful comments saying that I should be I'll get an award or something for listening to this.
Yeah. Well, you should.
You should get the purple retarded heart.
Exactly. I have
It took them-
PTSD now. Seriously.
It took them 5 years to follow through on their stolen valor promise that Howard made.
Yes.
Yeah, half a decade ago. This is their first foray into
Stolen
having
valor.
someone military.
Yes. Okay. So then the Hollyweird Squares, which we're not even going to get into because who cares, right? So that went on for 2 hours. Then he
Now
took
one more.
a 20-minute break. So he came back from his break, and he had to recover from Hollywood
Are you gonna
Squares.
play
and,
the little interlude right before the came back?
the Kanye thing.
Yeah.
I do have that. Okay, so let's
Yes,
listen to that.
Listen,
really
everybody closely. Everybody closely.
K-Tel Records presents a very special Christmas duets album.
That's right, Christmas. Fuck Hanukkah.
Now that's what I call anti-Semitism. Holiday Edition, featuring Kanye West and Mel Gibson.
What the fuck's a Drado?
I don't speak no Jew.
I hate those little beanies.
So fuck all them Hebrews. Brooklyn Nets star
Horrible.
Kyrie Irving calls it the best
Horrible.
album on flat Earth.
It's beginning to feel a little Jewy. Everywhere I go. Sing it, Mel.
Look at the banks, they're in control. And
Okay, this is really
they
bad.
stole
Those greedy pricks got
to go. And as a special bonus, for the first time ever, a collab with Hitler.
those Jews pretend they had a Holocaust.
This is so
This is
bad.
like the worst morning
This is so
stew
bad.
we have ever heard.
This is like they literally are reading shit off a piece of paper.
It's awful.
Get it now before we all get canceled.
Let me get a Z Kyle. You heard of Yeezy? Call me Adolf Hitler, fam. Hitler and
See, they did fade it. Out. I think they faded it.
Yeah,
out.
that's kind of a rough
so
cut.
bad.
That's a real rough cut right there.
So
I think we've
Dude,
seen the
this
last
is
of
literally-
anti-Semitism right
That's
after you
one
read this thing.
Harley shit right there, man.
I think they solved anti-Semitism. By the way, you
Yeah.
want to know what Howard made for that 20-minute break, Monique?
Oh my God.
Tell me, please.
$80,000.
$80,000.
Because we count the breaks and it's the entire show minutes.
Suffice it
It's
to say, he was
$4,000 a minute.
exhausted, as you
Yes.
all,
Just woke up.
feel his pain. He was exhausted, and this is him
Of
just
course,
recovering.
being in that gigantic fucking bowling alley.
The bunker.
By the way, he'd have Mel Gibson in the show in a second if he becomes available.
100%.
I predict he will be on the show in the next year and he'll kiss his ass. I guarantee it.
Of course.
Yeah, you can't guarantee that. You know what?
I'm
He
just making
doesn't
a prediction.
touch
I'm just
things that
making
might be controversial. Like he would never have on Matt Lauer to ask him. what the fuck
Kimmel has
happened.
Mel Gibson on all the time, Monique. So you know that pipeline.
Howard would
how
be
it
like,
works.
well, Mel, we know what the lethal weapon is between your legs, right?
Okay, so here he is coming back
Who
from.
do you, hey, quick question for Mo and John. Who do you think has it worse? Dennis listening to this crap or the prison guard that has to be outside the prison showers pretending he doesn't hear people getting raped?
Oh my God.
Wait,
That's an
what?
interesting comparison that you go to that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was a
not
big
saying
Oz
Maybe
fan, so I
nothing
go with
super true, but-
Dennis has a
No,
rougher
I'm just
job.
saying.
Well,
Dennis has a
an
rougher
occasional,
job.
you know-
Prison's far more entertaining and more noble to go to prison than to be on the show or
And
work
just
on
look,
the show.
tie your shoes while you hear the prison rape behind you.
I don't want to go to
70
prison.
writers, Dorian Morgan. That's right. Just when you think they're underpaid and Howard gets all the money, this is what they come up with. They're
Exactly.
overpaid. If they make
This is a-
$10,000 a year, that's too much.
If
for
this isn't
shit.
a couple shut the fuck up radio gunk, I don't know what it is.
Mm. Okay, so let's see how exhausted he was. This took a lot out of him.
The one for for next year.
Yeah. Wow. What a show. Well, I tell you, I'm just recovering. That required a lot of my energy, Robin. I'm all
Yeah,
tapped
you had
out.
to leave. You had to leave the room for quite some time to put yourself back together.
You know what happened?
What happened?
You know,
What
I
happened?
do the show from my basement, and my wife, I don't know what she did. She must have hit a button or something because she turned out all the lights in the basement. That's where I was. I had to take my iPhone and put the flashlight on and find a switch so I could turn the lights on. I didn't know what was going on.
What a bunch of bullshit.
That sounds like
I bet the
such
help
utter
did that for him. I bet he doesn't even know how to
bullshit.
do that.
What?
Not a day's calluses.
I'm sorry, but
Not a finger was on the
I know,
phone.
not a finger was on that phone.
No.
Do you guys think that his bowling alley is below grade? I don't think it is. It's probably on the first floor.
He greases it with
Oh, no, it's
Sebastian
low.
wet
No, it's
look.
in the basement.
It's in a basement.
But it's not a basement. That's not a fucking basement.
Yeah,
That's an
his civilian term.
entertainment.
Right.
Fucking.
Well, there's no windows though.
There's no windows. It's in the
Okay,
basement.
okay, it's below grade, but that's not a basement.
It's
Okay.
below.
He makes it sound like there's a boiler in there and a fucking like fucking a couple of boxes.
A fuse box, right?
Exactly. Fuck
cockroaches.
Hell no.
No,
it's like the entertainment floor. Okay.
Floor.
How many Ennis videos have you seen? Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
There is an entertainment floor.
It's a finished
A
bunker.
lot of them are below grade, and they do them below grade
Below
because
grade
usually
or
movie
what does below grade mean? Below ground.
under
Below ground.
Yeah, below ground.
Like
That
in
is
Florida,
usually
there
be-
are no basements.
And they usually do that for two reasons because it's a floor dedicated to entertainment, which means that it's more of a soundproofing for movie theaters and it's they do it because they usually put wine cellars down there.
But I don't.
It's
think
a whole
this
thing, but it's not a
room
fucking basement.
It's okay, but it's
Well,
sub-level. Yes, it's
all right,
sub-level.
so-
Brian.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Here's an
It's below
observation.
grade entertainment
Okay,
area.
okay, we're not going to fight over this. We don't care that
All right.
much. We don't.
So here's an
care.
observation, though. He's done 260 shows in this basement.
Yes.
And not once did the lights get turned off in 260 shows. What a load of
not a
bullshit
finished
this
basement.
Yeah, but his dummy wife touched a
No,
button.
no, that
and
didn't
all
happen.
the lights went out.
That was
You know,
bullshit.
Xavier and I had a fight about this before. He's like, you always buy into this whole. It's like, who buys into anything that Howard does?
Yes.
Who? None of us
He's
do.
he's constantly fluffing the reality. Oh,
course
I'm
he
down
is.
in a basement. I need a flashlight. Fuck
Civilian
you.
euphemisms.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You got
Well, that's like calling his penthouses an apartment, Monique. That's the same.
exactly. What a
nomenclature.
fucking
That's what
douche.
he tried to
Just
look like.
admit you're a filthy fucking rich piece of shit.
That's the only way to make the show entertaining is if he owned all the
damn it. Fuck
lifestyles
you.
of the Wigan famous. But
Fuck you.
It's kind of weird. Okay, so anyway,
Monique, Webster Hall is in a basement too.
yes. So was the underground. I had a great
I
time.
know, that's a
Exactly.
basement.
Exactly.
I couldn't even imagine.
It's 15 floors.
Okay, so can we move on?
I guess we can.
Thank you. So we're gonna recap, of course, how amazing it was to watch the Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Glad people enjoyed Hollywood Squares. It was also fun to watch. You got to see it.
Yeah. Now I suspect we'll have that up on the app pretty soon. So
No,
of course
actually,
you
it
have the
wasn't.
SiriusXM app. You're a SiriusXM subscriber, and it really
Bait switch.
I got to thank our team for putting that together. It's not easy.
So,
but all up there
Taking a
were,
victory lap
Mad
already.
Dog and Ike and
Mad Dog.
Eric and fake Kanye and Liza. And it's really spectacular to see that kind of star-studded lineup all in
The
one.
power, of all of those people together.
Really.
So
Really?
the funny thing is, so you know what the odd part of that is that Robin was on there during the actual Hollyweird Squares, but she's talking about watching the Hollyweird Squares like she wasn't part of it. She was part of it. That is so fucking bizarre.
That might be the
really is.
pre-tape
Brain
reveal you
fog,
need
brain
to really
fog,
prove.
Brain fog.
So weird.
So weird.
Well, that's the pre-tape reveal that you
I
need. You're
know.
looking for, right? I mean, that's exactly what everybody's theorizing all this time.
Okay, so
Hang
then
on, we're getting a fact, Robin.
I'm gonna move on. Here he is, loving contestants.
Second sentence.
Florida. What up, Jason?
Hey now, good morning, guys. That was a great Hollywood Squares. Very entertaining this morning.
I learned
We
so
love it.
much.
But you know what it is? It takes me like 6 months to recover. We can't do another one for at least minimally 6 months to a year. It's just
Well, I
too
was so
much.
impressed with our contestants. They were great.
Yeah,
The two
huh?
guys, Sean and Mike.
Two good-looking
Does it take
boys who
longer
know
to
how to
recover?
who know how to kill, and they know how to
So
they know how to
sexy.
fight for this country. God,
Oh, God.
I tell you, that's a whole. I'm not even a man. I'm
Hey,
not even
sailor.
a species. Those guys, I'm impressed with them, man. One
Yeah,
guy
you
a
know,
Navy
when-
SEAL, and one guy a Green Beret.
when I asked Mike about the hand-to-hand combat, not only do they learn to fight with weapons, they learn to fight with whatever's around. They'll make that a weapon. That's
wow, Robin. Really? Really, Robin?
She's an idiot. Really, she is an idiot.
He's a regular Donald Rumsfeld.
Brain fog, brain fog, brain fog.
I guess that chemo treatment's really fucking her brain up pretty bad.
Don't blame chemo for that. She was stupid before cancer.
It made her dumber. It really did make her dumber.
Color me petty, but why again is Howard allowed to use Hollywood Squares format, but ABC is not allowed to use
Everybody
Are
stole
You
from
Hot
me.
with Jackie and why is that? Why is this okay? Why is this plagiarism okay? Where does this get a
Because
pass?
it's Howard.
I don't understand. I'm not following how this gets a pass, a copyright pass.
I don't know.
How crazy he'd go claiming everyone rips him off, and this is good.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's go a little bit behind the scenes and see how exciting it was for these people to. And again, I'm going to go back to the screenshot so we can see how exciting it was for these people to actually do this. Like, this is what we're talking about right now. Okay, you know what? Let me just kill the elephant in the room. Gina Bobina, I have no idea what the fuck you are talking about. I'm not really annoyed at all at this point, but if you're accusing me of doing something to you on some other channel or to your channel, I don't even know what your channel is, okay? I have no idea what you're talking about, and you really got to stop that, okay? Or else I'm going to have to block you. Sorry, but, it's really fucking annoying.
Marta, he steals everything, especially
I
my
never
time.
like being accused of anything I don't do because I don't really care about anybody else's fucking channel. Okay, except for John's, of course. All right, so let's go behind
Nice save.
That's happening. Don't forget,
I was getting bitter there until you saved it at the end.
Deppening Friday night. Okay, so let's go
catch it
behind
on
the
Friday,
scenes and
right?
see what it took to get these people together. I mean, this is just amazing to me in its stupidity. Here we go.
Yeah, the tech setup for Wendy took like 3 separate days with like our tech team working around the clock.
Okay, tech team working around the clock. So just remember, this is what they're talking about. Okay,
And this is what you come up with.
They actually had developed this new technology where all we had to do was send Wendy a computer. And as long as they turned the power on, our team was able to then like open up the computer remotely and set up everything else for her.
Okay, that's called remote access, which pretty much every single IT team in the world has had for the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
So what, you sent her a computer.
They sent her a computer.
And then actually went onto the computer so that you could set her up. So this took round the clock. And listen, he's so proud of himself.
Which I think was developed for celebrities, but we ended up using it on Wendy first.
So they developed it for celebrities, but they used it on Wendy first.
It was a Commodore 64, Monique.
They sent her a computer, and then they actually, yes, this is an actual visual. Yes, this is exactly what we're talking about here. Yes.
And I believe they use the entire Pentagon budget you talk about, Monique, right, for this, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It had to be.
Not a penny was spared. On
Not
this.
a nickel, not a shekel was spared.
No shekels
And
left.
we're also going to go behind the scenes with what it took to get High Pitch Eric to get his shit together. It's so exciting. This is so exciting.
Any other behind the scenes, or are you going to need time to sort of figure out what the hell to talk about here? But if there's any other
I mean,
thoughts,
Eric, we had problems with, but I think once I gave him a stern talking to, he kind of changed his tune. But we were just having difficulty where we have to send him a lot of tech to set up on his own, and I think he gets overwhelmed. And instead of asking for help, he would just rather quit. So anytime we asked for even the most minor thing, like, hey, Eric, can you plug this wire into your router? That would kind of send him into a tizzy. So once we talked it out, he changed.
You're actually seeing what's going on here, right? You're seeing the magic that is their setup, that any kid on TikTok has the equipment to do what they did today.
Overanalyzing a dumpster fire is still a dumpster fire.
You know what this is, though? This is them ensuring they have a job.
Of course.
By making it sound so goddamn important.
It's the Pentagon.
Hard.
Exactly what we're talking about. It's the fucking Pentagon. It's having 70 people figure. They circle jerk for days on end.
Screwdriver.
Oh God, I was thinking that.
You could see them trying to figure out the graphics, the Hollywood Squares, and putting it all together with the staircase. And no, let's drop that R down a little bit. Let's have a meeting about it tomorrow. Then we'll talk about it some
no!
more.
How about the self-congratulatory circle jerk at the Lure Fish Bar, Christmas bar, holiday? Oh, they having that this year? Tonight when they congratulate. Oh my God! God, this is amazing. We could pulled that off.
John, there's been 0.0 mention of anything resembling a Christmas party. No complaining, no nothing. It is not happening.
Yeah, I thought they broke off on their own. There's a serious party though, isn't there? Separate from that?
I'm sure Sirius is having.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll be on this
But
year.
this is the time of year when people get fired.
That's true.
Oh, right.
I'm not joking.
Exactly.
I'm not joking.
No, you're right.
Historically,
You're
this is
right.
when they let people go at the end of the year. Ask Scott, at least ask Lisa G.
You will get whiskers gossip. I'm guessing in 2 weeks you'll know another person getting the hook.
100%.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
100%. A couple people will not be back.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I really do feel like they're moving towards the more freelance thing. I really feel like that's what's happening.
Who knows? I just know
there's
some folios ain't getting a check in February.
Pay per Zoom. Pay per Zoom is, I think, the way they're working this. Okay. All right. So let's get off of these assholes for a little bit, and let's go to something else, which is the. So this guy calls in, of course, to do one more final victory HBO lap, and then asks Howard this question.
Just like on
Certainly
TV.
will I mess with those guys.
Yep.
So does it take you longer to recover or longer to set up?
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I mean, we don't want to overdo it. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the reason for my call, I just wanted to follow up on a Bruce Springsteen interview going to HBO. You definitely accomplished your goal of trying to reach a wider audience because I know people that used to listen to you that hadn't really come over to satellite, but they did see the HBO special and I liked it. So I know you definitely reached your goal there. But I had one question. Do you think maybe David Letterman raised the bar on interviews because he just went to Russia and interviewed Vladimir Zelensky recently?
So, right. So this guy comes out. So Letterman apparently went to the Ukraine, not the Ukraine, to Ukraine to interview Zelensky.
Come on, that's nothing. Howard's going to go across the street and interview George Stephanopoulos.
Go across the street.
All right.
And Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, you're getting crazy now, man.
So this guy, this caller, so all the people we brought in, all 238,000 who watched the Stern horrible.
It's a bigger audience, though.
Yeah, I mean, broader audience.
Right, 136 of 150. Never
yeah,
forget.
I mean, and the reruns didn't even rank in the top 150. The reruns were nowhere.
I never got a notification from HBO Max to watch this. Never. I got it for Lizzo. I got it for like new movies. Never got anything for the Bruce Springsteen thing.
This is him trying another fake phone call of him trying to justify that this thing was it was a success and that he actually got something from it when nobody got anything from it. Seriously, nothing.
Not even HBO, and they got it for free.
Yeah,
did it finish?
They lost.
They literally got it for free, and they still somehow end up losing.
Did it finish behind Brickleberry and MTV6? Like I said, it's embarrassing for Howard, Sirius, HBO, Morning Joe, Springsteen, everybody involved.
Everyone involved.
My favorite part of this is that Fox and Friends that's on at 4 a.m. on a Sunday, 4 a.m. had more people watching it than this. There was 480,000 people watching that.
I'm no Fox News. I'm no Fox News watcher, but they've done right by Howard many times over the years. You know how many times they promoted Beth's bullshit on that show, at Fox show?
Again, every single New York show dies for somebody to fill time. Every single one of them,
bro.
There's too many shows and not enough people that want to do them. That's the reality. And apparently, wasn't Beth going to be in the city or on set or something today?
She was doing work today.
Okay, so wait. So why would it be that Beth is shutting the lights on him when she was going to be in studio?
Yeah, that was the other thing that was kind of weird.
Yeah, you got her again. Caught her again.
Beth was not there. Beth was doing work in the
Work.
city today.
Work.
Dude,
Maybe there's a
it's like-
kitten bowl this year for the Super Bowl.
Monique, I'm
Jesus.
sorry. John O'Reilly has a Google alert for Costco hot dogs.
I know.
He tells me
So
we
you're gonna have
have
to
this
check
thing.
that.
No,
You
he's
can
great.
check that for us.
He's great. It's my
Okay,
favorite attorney.
so let's
Dude,
move
After
on.
Matt Murdock.
I think the Howard interview got beat by the Emeril Lagasse Fryer fucking commercial at 3:30 in the morning.
So this is his reply to the Letterman thing. He didn't even really mention it. Like he didn't really answer the question, but clearly he would never do anything like that. Obviously.
I was wondering.
I got to tell you, I haven't seen that yet. I read that he did that, and I applaud him. I mean, I'm a pussy. I wouldn't go over to Ukraine and interview Vladimir Zelensky.
It seems
what is
like
his
David
first name?
Letterman is Vladimir.
Not Vladimir. It's not Vladimir. What is his name? Zelensky. What's
Brain
his
fog, brain fog, brain fog.
It is
This
Vladimir.
woman.
Okay, that's so weird that he's a Vladimir and Putin's a Vladimir. I mean,
Oh my God, that's amazing that two people of Russian descent would both.
Isn't it like John? I mean, literally,
It kind of is. It
kind
kind
of is over there. Vlad is like John.
Yeah,
Hey, did you know
John.
there were two Howards on America's Got Talent? Howie Mandel.
What are the odds?
What are the odds of that?
It can't happen.
I know. Honestly, you guys, it was a really awful show. There's really not too many more clips. I promise you. We're gonna get through this really, really quickly.
I'm having PTSD.
It's
It's so bad.
A little fan feedback on letting Beth go to lunch. We can skip that. This is like a little tidbit from today. Here we go.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Oh, did I have a night last night? What a rough night. My mom got COVID again for the second time.
No, how? Wait a minute, because
I
your
don't wanna
mom
go into
says
it.
she doesn't go out. She doesn't want to go out.
The problem isn't going out. The people who come in to see her.
Okay, so mom has COVID.
So fucking funny.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Just everything, the histrionics of Howard. Just everything has to be the end of the world. Fucking just
It
to
is.
make him feel a victim. Just to make it so
Absolutely.
everything's so bad. I mean, he's so full of shit. Anything he says is a lie. Everything's to keep it so he stays out of the office.
Professional victim.
Exactly.
Professional victim.
Everything stay out of the office. I mean, he'll make up any story at this point.
That's his
Just so he
knee-jerk
doesn't have to go to work
reaction
in
to
January.
everything. Exactly.
So if you listen to yesterday's show, you know that Ronnie announced that he was getting married, as if anyone would be excited
shit.
about that, which we
Scoresman's got prenuptial.
clearly not.
Scoresman's gonna have a heart attack before.
I just wanted to show a picture of Ronnie because I think he really looks kind of like shitty. So let me just put it there. Yeah, so
Hey.
Ronnie's not looking that great.
He can travel to New York by packing the bags under his eyes.
Holy shit.
Christ.
He looks very puffy and he's got like he doesn't look great, not gonna lie. You know sometimes when you don't see somebody for a while and then you see them and it's like something ain't right.
If they ever bring back Sons of Anarchy, I could really see Ronnie in the Charlie Hunnam role in the lead. I think it's a lock.
Isn't Ronnie like 3 feet tall though?
Yeah, it's 5'7".
5'7". Yeah, 5'7". You're funny.
He's in Benji shoes.
Whenever you see him like around other than like normal people, he's like barely 5 feet tall, man.
Totally. And look at Nowicki with all his different versions of the same fucking guitar.
I hate
Hang
him
on
so
here.
much.
I'm starting to really hate him too now.
I really fucking hate him.
I know he
really
thinks
do.
he's this talented virtuoso. Try putting this on the resume, Steve. Where are you going to go from here? Put this on the resume. Try to branch out. See who hires you with this horse shit on your resume.
I don't know what causes the puffiness. I think it
Drinking.
might be like salt intake. You know, it's very hot in Vegas and he probably drinks a lot and has a lot of salt and probably is not the best eater. Okay, Crazy Robin, right. So ruddy face, luggage under eyes, and swollen nose equals alcoholism. And you're probably
I was obsessed with his fake manager at Scores period where he would he would go to Scores every night, drunk drive home, and then pick Howard up at 5 a.m. That was I don't know how many years that went on. Well, so he claims that was his routine. He
I
would
feel
go
like
to
there were
Scores.
times that he would like sleep in the car and then he would
He
just
had
pick
to
up
have. He
Howard.
had to have. I know.
So you saying that also he may have had some energy powder to stay awake?
That's a great question, Dennis.
Good question. I never thought of that with him, but
for Richie Wilson.
Strip
Dana saying
club.
fluid retention from heart or kidney. Yeah, I'm sure Richie's going to be invited to that wedding too.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to ask him about how.
When's that going to happen?
I'm kind of curious what he thinks is going. He's abominable. Abominable.
Yeah, Hooper. I think Ronnie was driving him back then.
Ronnie's been driving him for a very long
at that
time.
point
You
he
forget
was.
that Ronnie's been with him. Oh, Mr. Juton is I've seen Ronnie.
Okay.
And he's like 5'3". Yes, absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
He's a really small person. He is a small person. Okay, so apparently people were really
And he thinks he's Italian too.
Oh, I know the Eugene thing.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. Let me tell you. Hey, on a lighter note, I did get a lot of fan mail about Ronnie's wedding announcement.
How much fan
People
mail?
seem to be hopped up about it.
Really
I know.
That's from the actual mail.
Wants to go. You're going to have to expand that
letter,
Ronnie.
Telegram for Mr. Stern. Telegram for Mr. Stern. Ronnie getting married. Stop.
Yeah, so everybody's super excited about Ronnie getting married, but what I had missed out on yesterday, and I think I actually deleted the clip, is that Ronnie is actually having an Elvis impersonator marry him.
Why not?
How original.
Because Vegas.
Very original.
Why not?
Because Vegas.
Of course, man.
Just get John Stamos to do it. It's the same thing. Or Rob Schneider.
Exactly. Yeah, so he's getting Elvis to do his wedding, and apparently Howard
Of course,
said
man. Get an Elvis impersonator.
maybe he would be able to come to the wedding. So Ronnie apparently is excited that he said that he may be going to the
The
wedding.
guys are telling me Ronnie's excited that Howard said he may go to the wedding.
Yeah.
I might. You know what it is,
Yeah, you
though?
won't.
I really would
You
go
won't.
to Ronnie's wedding.
No,
but
you wouldn't.
Again,
No,
I'm
not
gonna
a shot
go
now.
if there's still this COVID
No, of course
fucking
not. No, of course you're not. Of course you're not.
He's gonna make any excuse to never go to Ronnie's
This
wedding.
goes into
Monique,
the
wasn't he was at the Millennium Towers when he blew off Richard's wedding, which is literally, and Richard's wedding was by Chelsea Piers, so it's what, 2 miles away, and he blew
20
off
minute
Richard's wedding.
taxi cab.
Yeah.
20 minute taxi cab with traffic. Yeah, 20 minutes away.
Howard hasn't even made the effort to go see Robin.
Or Ronnie. He didn't see Ronnie before he left.
He didn't see.
No,
I
I was crazy. That's crazy. Guy's been working for him for 35
Both
years.
of them.
He
And I
wouldn't see him.
think Ronnie was in the city sometime around the time that Howard was in the city. So both Ronnie and Robin were really fucking pissed at him. that he
Naveed,
went
I
out
agree with that. He won't
and-
go to Ronnie's funeral either. I agree with that.
Oh, absolutely not.
If the
Yep.
funeral is in like the return part of where the bowling ball comes, he wouldn't go.
Too many roustabouts at Ronnie's funeral.
So this
only
leads into
deli plate.
this, which of course you knew was going to happen because he's such a fucking douche. I can't even stand this clip. I hate him.
That's what I mean. I know Ronnie's not going to test everyone. That's for sure. My daughter's getting married in the summer, and we're going to test everyone. We're going to provide a what do you call that? Fucking snap test, whatever it is.
Rapid test?
A fast test? What are they called?
Yeah, people will take it right before they come.
Brain fog, brain fog, brain fog.
You're gonna present it at the fucking door.
Nice. I usually curse when I think about my grandkid and daughter.
You
and
know,
stuff.
Ashley, it's really, really sad that your father has so much fucking money and he's probably paying $250,000 for your wedding. So you have to say yes.
Actually, you
is
can't get in New York. You couldn't get a chair for $250.
ridiculous fucking demand. No, 250 is very, very. It's
Mastic Shirley.
250 is high.
In New
I don't know
York,
where she's getting married.
where's he getting? In the YMCA, maybe?
Oh Jesus! Isn't it that?
William Floyd Parkway, Mastic Shirley.
Exactly. There's a fucking truck stop.
Exactly.
Have you guys noticed he goes into Howie Brasco mode every time
Yes.
he says my daughter,
My daughter.
mad dog, and my daughter. He goes somehow it goes crypto info. There's Gina.
Jesus Christ.
Bon, if you're listening to this,
Okay, no. Goodbye.
yeah, I know,
This is go fuck yourself, dude. Seriously.
I know. I don't know.
Anybody believes any of this fucking malarkey is a fucking idiot.
All right, let's move on. So, okay. And then just kind of like this really curious little thing about Robin. And can we talk about what it
I
means?
still keep up with all of the stuff. Yes.
Well, you have to. You're immunocompromised. You know that.
That's right. And so
Right.
Wow. So is she immunocompromised? And what's going on with that?
Well, you'd only be immunocompromised when you're on chemo. That's literally when you would be on that. Because if you recover from cancer, you're not. You're healthy at that point, and your immune system would be normal. Especially it's been many years. So yeah, she's getting chemo. She's
Now,
she's losing
Francois, will
weight.
you explain it to us and what the difference would be between being immunocompromised? Like, I think that there are some people that have like,
But she had cancer, and when they put you on those drugs, it destroys your immune system. It literally does. That's the one thing it does. It destroys your immune system. And the weight loss and that's the cancer's back, because it was the size of a grapefruit. There's no way they got it all.
Guess who's back? Back
Cancer.
again. Cancer's
Hey, who's
back.
that, Robin?
Tell a
Oh,
friend.
it's cancer. Come on
Guess
in.
who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Ballpark Robin's medical bills over these years.
Go down
what do
to
you think
Tamara.
it is in Tamara Francois?
Thank you.
Okay.
very important that the dentist is correct. Gets
Not
onto
even sure.
the
She's
onto
very
the
smart.
show.
His
Yes.
ego's so fragile. He needs the Francois seal of approval.
My brain still works a little bit.
Wedding is at Nobu. For be good if it was it.
Now, of course, we realize that Robin must be going away over the holidays, right? And Howard's really upset about it. So she's been kind of going after him a little bit about it. And this was the commentary.
Who? She doesn't listen to a word I say. I
well,
try to
since
direct
this
her.
is going to be the last time we talk, because
Yeah.
that's the way
I
you
doubt
feel
it.
about this.
Maybe, could be. If I told people what you were
wanna
doing,
say?
goodbye.
Do you
Nice
wanna
knowing you.
say anything?
No,
Is
I've
there
said it all.
something You've meant to say
No.
that you've been holding back on.
Yeah,
Thank you, Diane D.
you're a big expert on everything, and that's what's going to do you in.
Yeah, so he just keeps freaking her out, and she doesn't really care. Thank you so much, Diane D. Merry Christmas, RadioGunk. Thanks for all your laughs this year. Thank you so much.
She is the menschiest, Monique. She offered to buy me the Rolling Stone issue that I appeared in August of 1998 when I got a letter printed. She's that generous.
That's amazing.
Yeah. She
That's
somehow
amazing.
found it, and I don't know. So hopefully it turns up soon. I'm going to use my yawn winter feelers out there to see if I can find it before she go overboard for it.
Yeah, but
that's amazing.
That conversation was very odd. I mean, see, even for him,
it was odd, right?
It was really. I mean, when I heard it, it was just odd. It's like
he has no interpersonal skills, Dennis. He doesn't know how to handle these
Even for
situations.
him, though, it was like. I mean, it doesn't sound like she was going on a vacation. Let's put it this way: it didn't sound like she was going on a vacation. It sounds like she's going to go see a specialist.
No, I don't know. Chaka Khan, I wish she was here because she had mentioned the other day that Robin had in passing mentioned that she was going on a vacation. I think that Howard feels that nobody should be going away. Remember, she was talking about her passport, today, which probably expired. So
No, it could be just a vacation.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm tired of this Edward Enigma lack of
I
transparency.
know.
Tell us what you're doing. I'm so tired of trying to hack these riddles on this horrible shit show.
You're right, John. 100%.
Tell us something. Show some transparency. God, this show is horrible. I'm tired of
It really
racking
is.
my brain. It's giving me such a migraine all the time. They tell you nothing.
No, they tell you nothing.
David. Oh my God, David.
What?
Comment on the bottom.
We're sending Robin to go stay with your uncle upstate.
And then she'll be able to run free, and there's
Exactly.
there's lots of other little Robins for her to play with.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
It's so dark.
Take a listen to her. Actually, like she hasn't suffered enough. Now her wedding is going to be ruled over and ruined by her fault. Oh my God!
Of course it is. It's all about him.
You
It's
know
all
the
about
funny
him,
thing about the Ashley wedding is, so you know that he's paying for the whole thing, right? Obviously,
Absolutely.
And,
I hope so.
And I'm wondering if she is allowing him to invite, like, I don't know, let's say 10 people or 15 people. And I wonder who he'll invite to his daughter's wedding.
Nobody.
Thank you, Delphina.
Jimmy Kimmel.
No,
Jennifer
maybe
Aniston.
it wasn't you, Chaka Khan. Maybe it was Radio Gaga. I'm sorry. But somebody had said on one of the other shows that Robin had made mention of the fact that she was going away. And that's why she needed the passport. And that's why she was going into the city. So Sunflower Dragon says, post-cancer, 2 types of targeted therapies are used for maintenance therapy. Avastin, okay, I'm not going to say that word, and PARP inhibitors, both compromise your immune system.
She also lost a lot of weight too, which is the other part that's really kind of odd. I mean, she's actually lost a lot of weight. Like, not in a healthy way either. She looks kind of.
Well, of course, she didn't lose it in a healthy way.
She looks really sickly.
It'll be interesting what happens when they come back in February.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If there's an empty chair, like Tiny Tim, an empty chair in the corner.
Yeah.
Love you too. Thank you so much. Yeah, the wedding will be July 4th at Leonard's of Great Neck. So anybody who doesn't know, Leonard's of Great Neck is the classic bar mitzvah catering hall. And if you were ever 13 and had to go to bar mitzvah, it was at Leonard's of Great Neck, and there was probably 17 other bar mitzvahs going on at the exact same time. That's the way it works.
So Club Benet by Jeremy Spoke.
Is Beefus gonna wear its white dress also?
Oh my God, could you imagine? Exactly.
And it still fits me. It's so cute.
It's good for weddings. I wore it at mine.
What was that Jap Ground Zero in Monique? Benihana, where all the Jewish princesses go to have their birthdays.
Wait,
is that
where?
The place Benihana? It's like a sushi place in North Nassau that all the little Japs go to.
Nobody goes to Benihana.
You don't know Benihana?
Nobody goes to Benihana though.
For that volcano.
It's not like a Jappy thing to do. Choo 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 choo.
You never had the volcano at Benihana?
Yeah, the volcano.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know of it as being a Jap.
Yes, it's North Nassau County. All Howard's daughters
there.
went there for their birthdays all the time. What he used to talk about as kids.
Like when they flip the thing into their hat.
Yes,
exactly. Thank you, Dennis.
And then they use the spatula to push the shrimp into your mouth, and you never fucking catch it. Oh, try again.
You try.
Merrick,
this one, library. You try again.
You too slow.
You doctor?
You need to speed up.
I don't feed you no doctor.
Every 13-year-old from Merrick had their bar mitzvah in Great Neck. Yes,
that's Lindsay Lohan's.
Absolutely. That was like the big thing. I knew one Jewish kid growing up, obviously. One,
one.
With the course of
She had a
Gindaloon,
Jewish
but I
friend.
grew up with a head.
What
One
unit
Jewish
of measurement
friend.
are you using, Mo?
Huh?
What unit of measurement are you using for that?
For Jewish?
Yeah.
I don't understand your question.
You said one. Yeah, it's hard for me to believe it was just one.
Is there a Jewish abacus?
Have you ever been to my neighborhood?
I didn't know they had their own metric system.
That was there. In any case, I got invited to her bat mitzvah. And it was, of course, at Leonard's of Great Neck. 13-year-olds go to Ram of Japan around here. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's probably all the same thing. That's exactly right. Because 13-year-old girls love sushi. They really, really do. It's like a big thing.
That Lisa Stein bat mitzvah, Monique, that's a party. That was a party.
1976. Wow. Okay. That was
like a disco bar mitzvah.
Leonard's was the place to have a bar mitzvah back in like the 60s.
Mitzvah,
that was like
mitzvah. I'm Jewish.
The Long Island reference is just so delicious in that chat.
Jeremy
No.
That's Hell's Kitchen. That's Hell's
I'm
Kitchen.
talking about when I was 12, not when I was 22.
Monica was
I
poor
in the garment
growing up.
center. Are you kidding me?
And Jew by injection too, Jeremy spoke.
I was the only person in my office whose last name ended with a vowel. I mean,
I love that you went to college with Stephen A. Smith and you didn't know it.
Oh, I know. No, high school,
great.
not college.
FIT?
Oh, he went to see. Oh,
Yes,
he went to
yes.
FIT. Oh, sorry, I thought he went to my high school.
Yes.
Why did I think that? Oh, John Leguizamo went to my high school. That's what.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah. Beefsteak Charlie's. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I missed that place. That's a great
So,
reference.
So all the beer, wine, or sangria that you can drink.
That's right.
I hate you so much. I absolutely hate you. So the next big announcement was very, very late in the show. And it was this.
You don't have to be rude.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Gary, how about this? I was really happy about this. I didn't even know Taylor Swift listens to the show or anything, but
she listens
maybe
to the show?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe she just follows Beth on Instagram, but she's a real animal lover, loves animals, and
There's
gives
no way
to
she follows
animal
Beth.
charities.
Listen to this.
And Gary contacted me, said, contacted Beth actually, that Taylor Swift, I guess, is a generous person. She gives year-end donations to different charities, and her publicist contacted and said that they wanted to give to Beth's Furry Friends, which is Beth's charity, Beth's Furry Friends.
1000%, I believe that either Gary reached out to her publicist about it, or Beth reached out on her Instagram, in a private message about it.
That's how it works. That's how Pete Davidson did it.
Not that Taylor Swift. And the story here, I just listen to how the story went down.
Our publicist contacted and said that they wanted to give to Beth's Furry Friends, which is
Her publicist.
charity, Beth's Furry
But
Friends,
listen.
and that's she takes all the money and saves animals. Right, Gary? Was it real or was it a goof?
No, totally real.
Exactly real.
First of all, you know that Taylor Swift is like a huge, huge cat lover. I actually even know the name of one of her cats. It's Olivia Benson because she named it after the woman on SUV, but she's a big cat person. Her publicist, who listens every day, reached out, but she said Taylor specifically was aware of Beth and wanted to donate.
Okay, how'd that work out?
So
she named it after Robert Guillaume Benson.
So Jesus. So first of all, there was no dollar amount ever specified.
No,
it's just that it's going to happen at the end of the year. Not that
it could have been $100, and literally, this is the conversation. That Howard Stern's wife has some sort of charity. You want to give it like $100? Yeah,
it's
sure.
Cats, and I know you love cats, so
yeah, sure, why not? Like literally, that's the conversation. No thought was put into this. It wasn't like, oh my God, I got to give it to.
Well, when she does her returns next year, we will see how much Miss Taylor Swift gave.
Well, they're always very late for some reason. They're very, very late.
Years late.
That's right, Abe Rizzo. She's #1 on his wish list. Posted in their back office. That's exactly right.
Top of the
DiCaprio and Taylor, who he sat next to.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I just looked it up. True or false? Taylor Swift follows Beth.
Say again.
True or false? Because they just said, "Oh, she follows Beth."
False. False.
Taylor Swift follows 0 people.
Yeah. She's one of those who doesn't follow anybody. Right? She's so cool.
She's aware of Beth. He's aware of Beth.
He's grifting for her fucking sham. Fucking
thank you, Chaka Khan, by the way.
He just said, "Oh, she follows Beth."
Oh, absolutely. You should never give to a fucking charity funded by multimillionaires.
Exactly, Chaka. Exactly.
False. Absolutely.
This is where Howard hides his money.
Crazy Robin, you win a prize. Coach, you win a prize.
Yeah, of course.
Who could be taken
you get
that
nothing.
easily?
You get nothing.
Everyone gets nothing. You get a car.
She wants a necklace.
The endless fucking grifting by
Ida, thank you so much. Thank you for the hours of entertainment. Found you during the pandemic and never left. Have a good holiday. Thank you,
Ida Greenbacks.
Thank you for all of your incredibly benevolent, beneficent donations to us over the course of the year. You really are just a wonderful human, Ida. Thank you so much.
Ida's origins with you, Monique, is she heard you on some other show and became smitten with you and followed you to radio. I can't remember. I think it was John's show. I think it was John's show she found you on.
Who doesn't become smitten? Silly Billy.
Shuli.
No, Ida's actually just a really great person. I PM with her a lot on Instagram when I remember to go on there, and then I realize I have like 40 guys trying to slide into the DMs, and then like Ida and maybe 3 of my girlfriends who I actually talk to online. That's it. Oh no. There's some guys in there too that I really like.
So Jeremy Harrelson gets it right though. You get a tin of popcorn. You get a tin of popcorn. You get a tin of popcorn.
That's my featured
What, you think
clip
we're made
for
out of
next
money?
week's Christmas show.
It's going to be really interesting to see how that happens, and I'm sure that Uncle Larry will get a hold of the filings once they're in. Right.
That's going to be really They're out there. They're slow though. They're
Suffice
really
it to
slow.
say that the show ended incredibly lackluster
You
today.
think?
It was actually kind of pathetic. Here we go. Here's the ending of the show.
Please. All right. Fair enough. And that's how we'll end. All right, everybody. Thank you. And everybody have a wonderful holiday. It's set for Robin, as you know. And everybody stay safe. I said everyone stay safe. What do you mean?
I thought you said except for Robin.
No, et cetera.
Oh, okay.
Except for Rob. You better be safe.
He's having a little chip on his shoulder right
You
now.
just stay safe. What's the matter with you?
I'll be safe.
Anyway, thank you and blah blah blah. All right, have a great
Happy holidays.
What a smooth professional ending for this guy doing radio
And
for
that's all she
40
wrote.
years.
Wow.
He's so cool.
You know what? And we never got come hat.
No Merry
closure.
Merry Christmas. No happy
No,
holidays.
have some holidays and yeah.
And then the other day when Beth was on, all they could talk about is don't let bunnies fuck like rabbits and make too many bunnies, because don't buy a pet for your kid.
Give me money.
Don't buy a pet. She's like, it got me so sad. And I don't want to cry about it, but just don't buy pets. Just don't buy them.
Don't buy pets.
Hey, color me cynical, guys, but I don't think Howard's concerned about me staying safe. I have my doubts about that.
Hey, but if you're lucky, John, maybe this year, just for shits and giggles, since they're going to be in New York for the holiday season, maybe they'll call you. Maybe you can publicly air your phone number on Twitter so that they think about the stupidity of people that they would actually post their phone number on Twitter in the hopes that Howard and Beth would call them and wish them a happy New Year.
These are the same idiots that donate to Beth, Monique, that Chaka Khan talked about. These same dunderheads who so easily taken. I can't believe they're out there. There's not many of them anymore, but they're out there.
Would you guys believe that emo fucking Benji would have been the high watermark for the 2000s as far as end of year fucking show shenanigans?
Yeah.
Like that was legitimately the high watermark. It's been, and that was fucking sad, pathetic show. And that makes this shit look like fucking.
Well, let's just think about it. How did he end last year with the Dr. Doom thing, right?
Yeah.
That's how we started.
That was a summer.
That was a summer vacation, right?
Summer vacation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not really sure. Okay, hold on a second. Let me throw something else up here while
the AGT thing was a cliffhanger that you had.
Yeah, I mean, this is
11 years ago today.
Yeah. So the whole point though is like we may not see him till like January 9th.
I
mean,
more,
honest
Dennis.
to God. Oh, a minimum.
Yeah,
January
it'll
9th.
be like the middle of January at the earliest.
And that's how you end the show. You're not going to be on for like almost a month. And
What's
this is
he
how
saying,
you end
Robin?
it.
How does
Please
the calendar
hold on,
work,
because
Robin?
we have something to do here. So
Let's go to the calendar. December.
I'm slightly offended that chick has like a little fat under her arms.
You should be offended that chick's only a B cup. You should be incredibly offended she's only a B cup.
And
How
she's got
dare
like,
you, sir?
and she's
How
got
dare
a
you?
You have a good day.
How
Your
dare
snakes
you, sir?
with your snakes with the clitorises.
Okay, so I didn't update this, but I figured let's throw it up there anyway. The calendar. So yeah, so he did work his 95 days. He did work his 95 days, my friends.
And this is going to be the last of it.
And this will be the last of it. Now, let's keep in mind that according to my calculations, January, he was in fact in the Hamptons. He didn't go to the Hamptons until February for some reason. So when he took off for the last week, what holiday was the 31st? Was that President's Day or some
No,
day?
there's no holiday.
No,
no
there's
holiday.
MLK Day, like on the 16th.
Canadian
He's off
Boxing
the
Day.
Martin Luther
31st.
King
Oh, he's off that
birthday.
whole week actually.
In
So he took
February,
off.
you have President's.
There was
weekend.
something. There's some holiday then. No.
No,
Hey,
it's just
Howard
him
gets a
taking
month
off.
I
off
just
for
said
Leslie.
January is MLK. February is the President's Day.
Yes. Okay. So he took off that last week, January into February. And if we recall, there was I hate that I remember this, but if we recall, the 26th, there was like a snowstorm coming in. Do you remember this, you guys?
And he got out of town.
And he was freaking out that he had to get the fuck out of town before the
Yes.
snowstorm hit.
Yes.
So that was what happened on the 25th was MLK. No, it's always around my
It's the
mother's
17th.
birthday. It's usually the
It's the
17th. It's the 17th. It's because my mother's birthday is the 15th, so it's definitely that day, that Monday after. In any case, so he hightailed it out of town on the 26th, and then he stayed in Florida all through. It's kind of weird that he didn't go a little bit earlier. I'm surprised he's not doing the 6-month thing.
Yeah,
So I don't understand why he isn't doing that, because it would be to his advantage at this point.
Yes.
It really would be. It just doesn't make any sense. It really, I mean, you have a place where it's even the weather's going to turn crappy and it's still going to be almost 70 degrees.
Yeah.
And he's up there going to be in the middle of a snowstorm.
And he has to be back during the summertime because his daughter's getting married in the summer, right? So
yep.
Well, you know what? Something is going on for Christmas. We're gonna have to keep a watch on Beth's Insta. Stupid.
I hope it's a snow angel in the backyard.
Oh, dear
Yay!
Oh, God.
That's right, everyone in the chat. Don't you relate? Don't you get 270 days off a year like Howard does?
You know what's amazing?
He just renegotiated with Sirius. He's going to get a month off for Leslie West's birthday.
Okay, so before we go to
What's
our
amazing, while we're talking about calendars, what's amazing, if you really look at it, those 95 days, if you compress those into human working hours, he literally worked, stupid math, like 26 days.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Did you actually do the real math on that?
Let me do the math.
Just off the top of my head. I mean, he works 2 hours a day, basically.
Babe, you
Average
can't
person
do
works
that.
8 hours.
We're not. This is not a math friendly forum here.
Well, I mean, it's really easy to fucking
3 hours times 95.
No, he doesn't work 3 hours. You
5
gotta
hours
give him 2 hours because of
divided
the
by
commercials.
8 equals 35 days of work.
No, you're adding with the commercials. No.
Okay, I'm just rounding. Can I round? 35 days of work. That's what we got.
The whole
It's more
year.
like in the 20s.
35 days of work. But I'm giving him a 3-hour workday. Sometimes he does three and a half.
He's working from home.
I
So
know,
it's like-
I know where he
I
is.
can't give him 30. I can't.
We know where
Nice
he
use
is.
of akimbo, Crazy Robin. If I were to write a movie, the title of it would be
And
Akimbo.
work. Is he really working?
No.
No,
So there you go.
no, not at all.
No, it's not
Sorry.
really
There's no work going on. No.
Yeah.
Or effort, or any type of care. Really, none of those things are
No
actually applying.
passion, no care.
No,
right?
nothing.
This is-
Nothing applies.
He's literally
No
remember when
hobbies.
Homer took a break when he was fat and he used that perpetual motion bird
God, he's
to hit
every
yes
Simpsons reference.
on the keyboard. That's
Yeah.
fucking that's about the kind of work he's doing.
What season was that,
He
X?
needs to work more than Howard actually works.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
I think that was season 5, I think.
Season 68. The Simpsons is still going. It's crazy. It's insane.
Yes, Jeremy, ask Bon Jovial. I'm sure he'll send it to you. Thank you so much, John O'Reilly.
Thank you, John.
Cover the cost of the Gunk holiday party supplies at the Poops.
That's
Poopenstein.
Shirley.
Poopenstock?
Fucking
Weird cigarette, $5 in Master Shirley.
look at
Thank
my
you.
asshole stocking. Where's that? Where's the Poopenstocking?
It's in Master
Oh.
Shirley. It's an Indian reservation.
a real place?
Long Island. Yeah, he's a master of the Long
Look
Island.
how we turned something Indian into completely Nazi. Poopenstocking reservation. Okay, so I just wanted to play really quickly. Of course, you know, Johnny sent me some clips, and we're going to do the AGT thing in one moment.
Wait a minute, Monique. Two Masters just rewrote "Boys in the Hamptons." I want to feel the snow.
I'm sorry,
and
what?
Fireplace.
Oh.
Is there a sing along to be had? Is there a sing along to be had?
I wanna feel sun have barbecues. I wanna see my friends, the old and new. We'll turn on the game and share some laughs, and we'll play this and that. Now we'll say goodbye.
Guess we're finally gonna let it go for a little while.
To the golden nights and the empty trees, now full of life and colors new, and it's all here for you to see. Cloudless sky, summer days, feels just like it's on the way. Kids are out, safe to play, and it feels just like a beautiful day. Cloudless sky, summer days, feels just like it's on the way. Kids are out, safe to say that it feels just like a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Beautiful day. A beautiful day. Beautiful day. La da da.
They literally have the look of
look at Millennium Tower.
borderline mongoloidism.
Ooga.
I haven't played that much of it in a long time. Thank you so much, Millennium Tower Skeleton. Thank you guys for all the
The best part is, Monique, when Howard has the time. Now, anyone who doesn't know, Howard made that video. He formatted, he took the pictures, he chose the music. That's 100%. It was mirrored from Beth's mom's Facebook. Somebody from Stern Fan Network did, or PayPal shed. So Howard has a time where it flashes to Beth's brother's Doug, and you hear the electronic drum kick, and you hear, and this is a silhouette of Doug Ostrowski all glistening and wet. That's Howard's format.
Bianca in there. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your copy.
Yes, you guessed it. My brother-in-law did that. I love telling that story.
Oh,
My
my
65-year-old brother-in-law did that.
Yeah, it's one of those things though where you have to play it every once in a while. It's just,
Of course you do.
it's just so brutal and so delicious. All at
That's the
same
real
time.
guy, everyone. That's his real music taste.
Yeah.
Bathhouse, coffee house.
I forgot to mention, I probably didn't forget to mention, I'm sure I've mentioned it prior, but I had texted very early on this year with our actual Benjamin, and I had and he sent me all of the Howard Stern black and white films.
Yeah.
All the movies. So at some point I'd like to go through those. I'd like to review those, and I'd like to play them. The only sad thing may be that they're on the Mac Mini, and I don't know how to access that right now. But nonetheless, I'll figure it out.
I say we do Christmas moments next week with Stuttering John's popcorn tin, right in the garbage, all that stuff.
I feel like Bon Jovial is going to perhaps, and I don't know if he's still here or not, but oh God, what is that?
Is he looking for snakes with choruses?
Wait, let me see if I can get it. Where is he?
So,
Wait! I can put you on. Hang on.
I'm in.
Wait! I'm trying to put your video on, and for some reason I can't.
I see the video. I see the video of him walking his dog upside down because he's in Australia. Oh,
Let me enter stream. Hang on. Is it going to come up?
He's walking.
Oh, it's coming up as a tiny thing. Hold on, let me.
I just want to see this. I just want to see this. The snakes with the guitars.
Hey.
Okay,
So,
there you are.
I'm walking my dog in Australia as I'm listening.
Everybody's on the wrong side of the road.
Wow. So it's daytime, so I wasn't lying, right? Just
Wait.
thought I'd let you know.
Show everybody the puppy.
It's my baby, so she's 3, Odessa.
Oh, it's a little schnauzer. A little schnauzer.
Yes, look at that. And I trim her myself. I learned how to trim her. Look at the tush.
Look at the tush.
So this is Australia. So look at this.
Oh, the weather looks beautiful. Let's
It
not
is.
go there.
It's summer. It's almost summer there.
It is. It should be summer. It's rain. You can see the rain. Yeah, we have cars here.
No, is that a whole
we have cars.
Well, they have different cars.
I recognize that sidewalk anyway. That's North Hollywood. You can't fool us.
So I wanted to. You were just talking about John singing, and I read a message the other day. I read a comment saying John needs to start singing again at the end of episodes. So I was just we have trams.
Wow.
So-
On the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
Like a real
Yeah, we drive on the different side of the road. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
The Queen
And look,
side.
this is an alleyway. This is right around the corner from my place. So
Let's see your legs. Show us a little skin.
no, I'm not, because you were rude a few months ago when I showed you my new vacuum cleaner, which actually it cleans it steam cleans the floor, and I had my legs in the video, and she replied with was, "Oh my God, you need a tan," and I was like, "It's winter here," and I said, "What about the vacuum cleaner?" She replies with the most concerning comments. So I just thought I'd say hi. But John, how do you feel about that? Bringing back the singing next year, because they want you to sing at the end.
I think
I'm good with
do a
that.
Christmas song at the end of the
I got
show
a Christmas song I just thought of.
Yeah, we can do that.
Knows.
I think that's an excellent
Sorry, I'm
idea.
answering the cars.
All right, I'm going to go back to walking, but I just thought I'd
on Sunday.
All right, Tush. We'll see you later.
We love you, Vaughn. Thank you for everything.
love
And,
you. Have a great year. Good work, guys.
Hey, Bon, are we going to do a game show?
Oh yeah, we could do that in the
Let's
next
do
couple
that.
of
You
weeks.
can be the host. You can do the questions.
Let's see, it's a Ford Focus,
Okay.
Civic.
Sounds
Look, she wants something.
That
Look
looks
at
like
this.
the
This is
Animal
what she
Kingdom
does. Look.
compound. That's a crime family that lives there. See all those jet skis
Oh,
and
that's ice
dirt
cream.
bikes and
She's not
6
having
cars in the driveway.
You're not reading the
So
comments.
yeah, we got Civics.
Look at this.
Civics, Fords.
Focuses, yeah.
You know what? It's closer to import them into Australia than it is to the United States.
Well, they manufacture and they build Fords and Chevys down there. Actually, called Holdens. Did they stop making Holdens completely, or do they still make the Holden?
So this is an expense. Look at these houses. This is a mansion. Look at this. And I love this place. This place is like a compound coming up here. Look at the grey.
That is a really cool
This
looking.
is what a place I want.
I love the
that.
modern
Look
look
at the
too.
things.
Bob.
Look at the.
No homo.
What do I see on top there?
There were 2 crow things, black things.
Are they?
But I love in the church. This is the street I live in. So we have 2 churches in this street. It's very strange.
Very nice street.
All right, I'll let you continue. But thanks.
Okay, bye, darling.
John, yeah, singing next year. That's what they want, John.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it. You got
Okay.
it. Definitely.
Who can it
Bye,
be
Bon.
now?
Definitely.
Oh, why am I here? Okay.
Did you guys
there
ever
you
hear Riley Martin's singing career?
No.
He has an album out. I don't know if you can find it now. I'm not asking you to do it. He actually can really sing. He came out with an album. I
Riley
think
Martin
somewhere in
can
the.
sing?
I swear to God, I don't know if I'm sure it's out there. If you really, really look, Riley Martin has a singing album. I swear to God.
Bon, do you own a platypus?
Wow.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
should
All right,
actually
we
get
have to
shrimp
move
on
on
the
with the
body.
show. We have to move on. So
Oh.
I just want to play one really quick clip because Christopher Russo was on today, and he got into some trouble about telling Howard how much he was making last time he was on the show. I'm not really sure what is this clip related to that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. When he was on Howard browbeat him about what he makes. Russo never returned it. And shame on you, Chris Russo, for doing this show when Howard turned you down for inducting you in the Radio Hall of Fame, and it went to Stephen A. Smith, and you're still his butt boy doing this stupid show. Shame on you.
Amazes me that he would fall for this shit time and time again. All right, let's
So he
play
got in
that clip.
trouble with ESPN and his agent.
And his
revealing
agent,
that he
right?
makes $10,000 a show, which is not a lot if you think about what Stephen A. Smith probably gets for that show. He's
Right.
on there every Wednesday, and it's on for 2.5 hours or 2 hours.
Okay, let's play a little bit of that. Here we go.
2 last things on the first take.
You're flying.
What else?
Raise-
Two last things.
raise
on
it, money.
We'll move on. Did you get in trouble or did you get your wrist slapped when you revealed your salary on Howard?
I'll probably get my wrist slapped again.
Wrist.
Somebody from
He has such a weird vocal cadence. I'll probably get he doesn't say wrist. Wrist. Like he just has like a weird way of speaking.
Hey, Monique, I'm sorry. Pause for a minute, because you lived by him, and I know you've actually spoken to him on the street
Mhm.
many times, and that's Beekman Place
Mhm.
over on the east. Okay, right by Runyon's, right? He's not a but he's very light in the loafers. If you see him body language, speaking of limp-wristed, right? If
He's
you
very skinny. He's yeah, but I mean, just really a sweet guy. I mean,
great guy.
really, really sweet. I never met his wife. I know that he was married at the time. And they had this little dog, and I'm trying to remember what the story was with him. But I told him that I had family that were like part of the Yankees and all that shit. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I know your cousin. Do not mention it, John. I know your cousin." And so we would talk about shit like that. So yeah, I think Chris.
He worked for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sent a text to my agent with 2 words: not helpful. Never said that. That would get me in trouble, Chill. But what the hell? It's your show. Nobody listens, right? What the hell? Nobody watches.
Not helpful.
All
right.
No, I did say that. But yeah, I probably got. See, that's another thing. If you go on with Howard, isn't the idea to move? You put you up an hour and 15 minutes. You got to get something.
See, that's the problem in a nutshell.
No, you don't.
So once he beats you down on all the essential shit that he's trying to get out of you, then you're in that weird space of what are we talking about now? Like when I used to go to my therapist when I knew it was time to stop. It's like, what do we talk about now?
I've followed Russo's career enough. He's never had the luxury of interviewing someone for that long. It's always maybe he'd get a half hour with like David Stern, but never that.
Yeah, but a side note, but kind of related, is that it was Laundry Room that posted during the thread that he was on live during the Hollyweird Squares on another channel.
I wonder where did they simulcast it, Dennis?
I don't know. I don't know what he was. Laundry Room said he was on live. That he was actually,
on the Mad Dog channel, or just where else?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if somebody can find that out for us, that'd be really appreciative whilst we continue on with the show. So, okay, in observation of this being the day, right, Xavier? The day.
Yes.
This time in 2000, what?
11. I think it was
2011,
15.
Where
So,
Howard Stern announced that he was going to be going on AGT. And this, my friends, okay, this is when was AGT starting? Like, when were they starting?
2011.
No. But he made the announcement in December of 2011.
Oh, so that summer, right after that.
Summer. It was a summer replacement show.
So this is the year of Howard living dangerously, and he got his teeth fixed, and he tweaked his nose a little bit more.
I had the front bonded.
When you're gonna watch his video, which I have to reshare now since Bon hijacked the show yet again.
Even though I had turned on the show like a few years before this is when I really started despising the show. Like, just couldn't listen anymore.
For a lot of people.
People
that were still kind of hanging on.
I was out.
This was the kick in the nuts. This was the kick in the nuts.
So just look at his face right now. Like, look at the old Howard. And Dennis, can you just find us really quickly one of those incredibly atrocious photos of Howard on the red carpet for AGT when he was all fully coiffed and with the suit and that whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just want to do a compare and contrast. So here he is, his bronzer. We can come back to it because we have a couple of.
I got it. Hold on.
Oh, Bon, you know what? You have to take everything I say literally. It was completely okay. We adored seeing the puppy and the tushy. And
did the dingo ate the puppy? The dingo ate the puppy.
Okay, shush. We're gonna play this, and here we go.
Don Buckle, your agent is here. Fred's agent is here.
What is he doing here today?
I don't know exactly, but I think I have an idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. This is my agent, Don Buchwald, the man who changed my life.
And he's got a bottle of champagne.
I gotta tell you, the look of a Don Buchwald repulses me to no end. He's like every smarmy memento to work with. You know,
this is literally a gigantic shit on the Stern fans.
Do you know that Jewish stereotype cartoon picture that goes around where it shows?
Okay, one at a time, everybody. Boys.
Go ahead,
please. John, finish what your thought.
No, go ahead, X. You go.
No, this is literally them taking a massive shit on the fucking Stern fan base, and they don't give a fuck. This is like the equivalent is when an NFL franchise moves to a different city, and the fans are just left fucking like their heart ripped
Holding
out.
their jerseys that they paid
They don't give a
$150
fuck.
for.
They're just looking at the fucking gigantic paycheck they just fucking put in the bank.
All right, so let's look at Smarmy. Let's look at the Smarmy man.
He has a bottle of champagne, and this guy loves champagne.
He must be celebrating something.
What could it be, Robin? What could it be?
He's got an envelope in his hand.
You know what the funny thing about people like Robin is that Robin has a very, very round face. So even as thin as she could possibly be, she will always have that face. Like she'll always be round. So even though we haven't seen her body and she may be actually like really thin right now, her face will always retain, and that's why she looks youthful also, because she has that round face.
Describe how long we've known each other.
We've known each other since 1984.
This is the man. Business Buckwald is an amazing man.
Thank you.
And I hope that everyone in life has as good a friend and business person in their life as honest and as
Take note of the fact that this is during a time period where Howard wasn't wearing the tinted shades.
Yeah.
He started hiding his eyes a lot more after he started doing the EGT thing, which he wasn't doing quite as often when he wasn't on.
Carl Reiner, Jeremy spoke. That's a great comparison. He is a lot like him. Or that Jewish stereotype cartoon that would go around where it shows the Jewish guy hunched over, kind of rubbing his hands together like it's a kind of a Jewish stereotypical moneylender kind of thing. He looks like that guy.
Okay, let's move.
He looks like an evil villain. He looks like an evil
beautiful
villain.
as Don Buckwald. So I've never said that on the air, I don't think.
Back at you.
I don't know how you feel.
Back
Robin has
at
horrible
you.
things to say about you.
I never say anything.
And Fred doesn't say a word about you. But
Yeah, but
Just pay me.
her mailbox is always full. I can't respond.
But,
His laugh is
you didn't have to present me with champagne.
10% laugh.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, it's Christmas time.
You know, the last time you brought me champagne, I just got fired from NBC.
Right, so what does this mean?
Right.
Interesting
We've
you
got
said
some
that.
boxes for you.
Because this is about 25 years later. And I want to tell you, they've agreed that they made a mistake.
He also has a little bit of a speech impediment, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
It almost
yeah.
sounds affected. Right.
Right.
I had a greenbacks goes a Shakespearean Shylock.
Yeah, you're right.
That's so good.
Oh my God, so true.
Now you're holding an envelope. What is that?
What is this?
They are now hiring you.
Oh.
And these are the contracts.
Yes.
Which,
what would they be hiring me for at NBC?
I'm repulsed by him.
Could you guess?
Janitor?
NBC?
NBC.
Am I going back to terrestrial
NBC.
radio?
NBCU.
Didn't know they sell all their radio stations, Robin?
I don't know.
NBC.
Oh my God, this is so curious.
Mo, can I say something real quick?
Well, I'm done with this clip
I want
anyway.
I'll give a little more context for this conversation. Keep in mind, this is like 24 hours after they shut down basically all the Stern forums.
Yep.
And the fans who was left were losing their minds. The Stern Fan Network was shut down. Everybody was besides themselves right now. And then they pulled this shit.
So this is all within the
Stern
same
Fan
week.
Network, goes away right around
They
this
shut
time,
down Stern
right?
Fan Network. Within 24 hours,
Right around
they made
this
this
time,
announcement.
yeah.
So now and keep in mind, back then there was no real like Twitter. There's other shit that you could go on or Reddit to go on and fucking and bitch about it. They planned this perfectly. They cut the fans off at the knees so they couldn't say dick online about it. Then they did this move. Play.
And Marcy comes around a year later. I mean, officially.
Oh, right. All right, let's move on. So here we go. Hang on a second. Scooch it back.
Hesh from The Sopranos, Mike White. That's really good.
Yeah, I love it. Perfect. Perfect.
He is him.
You don't really know what's going on because we didn't put the fine points on it.
Right.
However, I've been up all night. We've been finishing our negotiations, which has been going on for the last millennium.
Yes.
And these are the signage papers of the agreement, which has been agreed to between Howard Stern, Howard Stern's company, is agent for Howard Stern.
And who's he agreed with?
Yeah, make the announcement. What, yes?
And
playing football.
I'm going to let you announce it.
Okay.
And
Agree to that.
Now, where do I sign?
there are 4 X's.
Right here.
I honestly can't believe Howard can even write.
Twice on that page.
What?
I honestly was like shocked that Howard can even use a pen with that Wigamortis hands when I was watching this, when I was making this
Doesn't
clip.
he have
I'm
like
just
$10,000 pens and shit?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mont Blanc pen, right?
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
like fucking calligraphy and shit.
Wonder what I'm agreeing to.
Yeah.
Am I the new host of the Tonight
What
Show?
up,
Did you hear
Ken?
that?
Piece of shit.
All right, I'll sign here.
That's 3.
That's 3. And
One more.
this is very historic.
It's amazing. Okay, they're on
radio.
they're
on
on
air.
Sirius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have Howard TV, so they're also. This is on. This is all
It's
of
under
it.
Comcast, Monique. They're owned by
Oh
the same.
God,
he
the
reveals
amount
that.
of promotion for this is so fucking nauseating.
That's how we got it. Exactly right.
It would be historic under any circumstances.
Oh, right,
I'm not working
Robin.
with Imus
For
now.
any reason.
Several months ago, Don received a call
No, he
from the people at America's Got Talent.
Yeah. See the way his teeth were. So I just wanted
guess-
to take note. So his bottom teeth were more prominent than his top teeth, not
Correct.
too dissimilar to his daughter Emily, which is what scares me about this
Yeah.
conversation. But they both have that kind of like lowercase jaw thing that moves
Big like a big underbite.
like an underbite. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
That gives him the Al Michaels.
Piers Morgan was
But
leaving.
not anymore. Not anymore. Once AGT was coming.
Piers was
Yeah.
They knew Piers was leaving, and would I be interested in going on America's Got Talent?
You see the way you never
As a
saw his
judge.
top teeth?
Yep.
And Don normally doesn't call me. Believe it or not, I get a lot of offers over the years. The offers I've said to Don, don't even tell me about because they're ridiculous. They're just dumb. When Don called me, he
There's not
said,
enough money.
I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I know you watch the show. He goes, I don't watch this show. I don't know about this show, but they've offered you this judge thing. I said, I'm interested. He went and told a gentleman, Paul Telegdi. Who else was that?
Paul Telegdi, Meredith,
Age well.
who's the executive producer, and Bob Greenblatt, who's the chairman of NBC.
Right, and Bob
NBC.
Greenblatt. Everyone at NBC was very high on it.
Okay, so we continue. So
By the way,
now-
Monique,
now
what you
more-
said, you touched on it, but you're absolutely right. One of the ways you could ink a deal like this is promising with your fake ratings, NBC, that you're going to promote it all day and night, like an infomercial every day, which is exactly what he did.
Now, the other
As-
context of this is that this is Buckwald going fishing right after they got bitch slapped on their lawsuit, because that was
Oh,
about
Dennis,
the-
he makes jokes about that throughout. He says the one company or two company thing. He says that like 10 times during this.
yeah,
That's
so
exactly
that-
right.
Yeah,
So just studying Hollywood Howie. I just want you guys to just look at the compare and contrast here.
I just had the two teeth bonded, but Robin.
Jesus Christ. Wow, that chin.
Can
Look
you
at
find
chin.
that other picture where he has the suit on and the hair is like in a perfect puffball of nauseum?
The one with the
Hold on,
hairpin with the
let me look
suit.
for that one too.
Yes, the suit one. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, let's move on. Here we go.
One,
Oh, sorry.
let's make it clear. All the shitheads who thought I was horrible at NBC
They're
are
gone.
gone. Because they were incompetent, which we knew at the time.
You got him fired. Yes.
And so this began a new era. And it's not even NBC anymore. It's NBCU. One company.
What
by
is
the way.
you?
It's one company, not two.
I didn't know
Hey,
about
Dan?
that. I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I see that.
Another story.
Ah.
They admit to being one company.
Is that right?
They
You
do.
sure?
Yeah. By the way, you and I have always been thrilled with the people at NBCU because we know Comcast and we know we're at Howard TV, and they've given me tremendous opportunities.
right,
She
of
flew
I
in
didn't realize that.
a private plane just to meet with me. They did. Now immediately I was pumped up with myself.
Of
impressed.
course.
I came. They
They came here?
well, I had a nap first.
Oh.
So I mean, I was working back in my office first, and so
Oh, that's not the one.
That's not the one.
No, that's not the one. Although that is
That's good
phenomenal.
enough. Good enough.
That is phenomenal. I'm gonna find it while the clip is
Oh,
playing.
I'm looking.
Madame
There's a
Tussauds.
lot of pictures like that.
I-
where-
and my
oh.
treatise
Does he have a tie on?
America's
Yes.
Got Talent.
That's the
I
one.
began to talk about America's Got Talent. And what I feel was right, and what I feel was wrong and where the show should go in the future. You had the
Let's
number.
stop counting.
They began to praise me. They said that I had the #1 movie. You've made a successful film.
Listen
You've
to
made a
this.
successful-
Listen to this.
This
shit.
aged well.
This is the huckster.
What year
This
was
is the
Private
salesman.
Parts?
It's 97.
1997.
97. 97.
I got it.
We're in oh, no, that's not the one.
Oh, you got,
Quick question.
I mean, it's close. I think
they're
it's
all
the
pretty.
same-
I mean, they're all pretty
they're
bad. You said
horrific.
the bad one in a suit.
It's in that suit. It's in that vein. Can we? I just want to just go.
Can I ask a real question?
Puffball
Yes,
hair.
go ahead.
Okay. Did the ratings ever exceed the Pierce era when
No.
Howard was
No.
on?
Nothing he
Never
did.
once.
Never
Never
once.
once did.
It's
Not even
steadily
close.
dropped all the
Yeah,
time.
and then it precipitously just went over the cliff.
By the way,
And
this
then
is
that's when we got the famous slow build from fucking John Heino.
this is the Gong Show with a budget, lest anybody think it's anything else. It's the fucking
Nonetheless,
Gong
Pierce
Show.
did better
and
than him.
the easiest
then-
gig in all of show business, and all
And then
he,
Simon
he
did better
can
than him
handle
after
actually.
that.
Oh, this is a good one.
He
Hold
brings
on.
Simon up
I
at
don't
some
think I
point.
can- Let me give it to you in
There's
chat.
so many bad ones.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me give
There's
this
so
to you.
many bad pictures.
There's so many.
Oh
awful
wait, I
ones.
found. Maybe the same one. I think I just found it.
Super Trooper.
So
look
how
how
did those
it's there.
ideas? I wonder if Howard told them that he would does 50 pages of creative content a day for AGT during that
I
meeting.
think. Well, that's. I mean, he sold it like that.
I
And he sold it
guarantee
like
he
I'm going to promote it
I'll
all
write
day
50
and night on my
pages
show.
a day.
Oh,
Jesus
Someone showing me his head.
Brutal. All right, here we go.
You had the
Let's
number.
stop counting.
They began to praise me. They said that I had the #1 movie. You've made a
They began to praise me. It's 2011.
successful film. You've
This
made a
aged
successful
well.
soundtrack and music. You've entertained
Well, okay. Can we talk about that soundtrack at some point and come back to that and how successful was that?
people. You've made stars out of people.
You've made stars out of people.
Name one.
All right.
Name one.
Billy West.
Who
is the only
really
one.
are
Well,
not
you know
stars.
what?
The
That's
Osbournes.
the point. Is
The opposite.
Yeah, okay.
I told them that show
Made
had
their
a little too much nonsense. When we were in the meeting,
Mm.
my part of it was they were complimenting me. I said, look, if you're really serious about me as a judge, I got to tell you something. You might think I'm out of my mind. You might think I'm crazy. I take judging very seriously. First of all, when these very young children come on, I'm going to want to talk to these mothers to march them out
Oh,
there.
did he ever do that?
You know, they
Nope,
got to be
never did
prepared to lose, and they got to be prepared to hear the truth. Don't call me a scumbag because I'm going to tell you, kid, he has no talent.
Right.
Did nothing of the
It
sort.
was nonsense
He
of
was
Howie
still
and
vanilla on the
Sharon
show.
putting through less than talented people. It's got to stop. And
You have just violated 4 clauses of the agreement.
have I? I said, look, the show is not about me. The show is very good.
Yeah.
It's the #1 show.
Sure.
It's the #1 TV show on NBC.
Absolutely.
I said,
He can't be a part of a group.
then-
Like he's not.
No.
Fast forward to the dancing dogs that won his first season. How'd that work out?
Exactly. What were they? Olaf's dogs or some
Yeah,
shit
they were
like
like
that?
Olaf's-
dancing dogs.
Olaf's
And the
dancing
guess what?
dogs.
The dogs were embarrassed to be with him. And not only that, the dog's IMDb didn't say self as a
I
fucking
would tell
credit.
you that was one of the very few times I ever watched that show was so that we could goof on it for our show.
Well, it
But other
became
than
hate
that-
watch after a while. I think it was Sunflower Dragon in the chat's going, I couldn't watch it. Well, it became a hate watch thing, just like his radio show after a
Yes.
while.
Yes.
You wanted to see him embarrass himself.
Yes.
But you know that show gave us the gifts to keep on giving.
Yes,
Yeah.
all the-
Seriously,
yes.
This is true.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, if you want to pull up some of those, I'd be.
Gay
with
dancing.
pleasure. I will pull those up.
The reality
happy
is
to
Howard would
entertain
still
that.
be on that show if they would let him. He would just keep taking those checks. Like he would
Yes,
still be on
you
that
were
fucking
exactly
show.
right, Beanie
There's-
Mac. Howard made that black kid cry on AGT like the first episode and immediately turned into a complete pussy.
Yes. Beanie.
Yes, yes, so true. Here we go.
Is the show going to be taped?
I want to play. Well, I'm going to give you all the details. What are you going to
Hello,
Sorry,
children.
I was just a little concerned about the working arrangement. I'm perfectly willing to move to Los Angeles.
And I can't do the show from LA.
Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. Did you think you were included in this?
Yeah,
clip?
Robin thought she was
Does?
included.
She very
That
much
was
does.
funny. That
I'm
was
sorry,
funny.
Robin. Robin, you're so cute. Robin, you're so cute. You really thought that you were part of this deal.
I got people like Fred who anchor me down, who are like a lead weight on my foot. Weight on my foot.
Old woman.
Because he has a child, he has to be here.
Look at those hips. Look at those birthing hips.
I have people. We do the show here in New York, and plus, I said if we did the show.
You're consigning me to winter?
Let me tell you something. I told Howard, we is so delusional. The show, we will move the show to New York. Now, this turned me on for a lot of reasons. The mayor's probably going to give me a medal, bringing business to New York.
Oh,
what a fucking
delusional Howard.
This is phenomenal.
What's the gross national product of Manhattan, Monique, in 2012?
Any show at Radio City Music Hall is going to get pretty much the crowd that he brought in. There's nothing extra, nobody extra. There's nothing extra that you and. Again, it's such classic narcissism to film a fucking show directly across the street from where you work.
There were 3 extra Metro cards purchased, Monique, that year. I don't know if you realize that.
Show the
that's right across the street from NBC, right?
It's
it's next to the
morning show.
It's Radio City Music Hall is in the NBC, but it's all part of the same complex.
Okay.
So I love this one most of all.
Yes. Why is it not dipping for us?
Well, I can't find the GIF is a little hard to find right now.
This is good.
We know it. We all
know the GIF where he's there pulsating.
My fans will love it.
The show is going to be here.
We have a couple of dates where I will be, flying around the country, but I have that worked out. And then it will not interfere with here. And when the live shows occur, they will be here in New York, where. And believe me, my opinion is the one that matters on that show. All the other judges.
No, I guess I don't run it.
Sirius Radio just said congratulations to me. XM still can't decide.
They haven't heard yet. It's not the X Factor. Simon Cowell is wrong that he's going to find it. You're finding
Simon, you mean my boss? Simon is wrong. I told you, Simon's actually like the executive producer.
Oh,
well, it's my show now.
Is this
that age wrong?
I'm commenting on that.
We don't comment about business ever. How dare you?
All Gary asked him what the contract was.
It's just a multi-year deal.
Yeah, that's all he asked him, and he couldn't give him that.
Says we don't
it was
comment
a multi-year deal.
We don't comment on that.
You look on camera, and
that's a problem.
Okay, this is vanity.
There's a major problem.
They'll be saying we can't really make out the third judge. Who is that?
I will be in complete darkness. I'm thinking of wearing a hood over my face so I don't have any bad camera angles.
Oh my god, the unknown judge.
I'll look like a Klansman. I'm going to bring back that look. I'll be under a blanket, that's all. Les, let me tell you about my look.
This is the best one. By the way. That he really thinks that he has some sort of physique. And look at how he looks at himself.
Is he oiled down, Monique? Does he have a
absolute? Well,
you know what he's doing right now?
Sebastian Wet look on his arms,
as they would like to say on like Reddit or on TikTok or whatever. He's totally eye fucking himself.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
Yes.
Look at me. Look at me. Look how sexy I am.
And
he wore that outfit so that he wore a vest with no shirt underneath it, with a suit, because he wanted us to see the sexy side.
Beaverhausen, good call. That's his left side. That's the side he doesn't want you to say.
Totally.
Doesn't the nose look like it came with the glasses?
It does.
Oh, he's a little mustache would be so good.
Wait, you know what?
Party
he didn't have the chin in. He didn't have the chin yet.
He looks a little weak in the chin there.
That's his old chin.
He looks a little weak in the chin. You see the way that, notice the way, Jose over here just studies him really quickly, studies the chest, and is like, oh no.
Jesus Christ. He's like, oh my God.
Oh my God, no.
No, right there.
No.
Everyone knows, and I'm not going to disguise it, that there's problems with my face. But if my face is lit properly with professional lighting at certain angles, I can look almost human. And I am relying on the professionals at America's Got Talent to light me properly.
Yeah. No.
And to shoot me.
Jeremy Spoke says those are the arms that a handful of cashews built.
I will ask them to meet with my director, Scott DePace, and Doug Z. Goodstein about how to light me and how to shoot me.
Right.
When did they get fired again? I'm sorry.
And shoot me from that angle. It would be great.
When did Doug Z. Goodstein get fired after he's talking about how they're going to light him and make him look beautiful?
2013 is the last year of Howard TV.
Gotcha.
Here
Oh, that's the end of that one. Okay, last clip on this little tranche. I'm loving going through this, so thank you.
So he has them agreeing to shoot him on the right side on America's Got Talent. He went to that extent, that vanity. I think it's the first thing he thought about. I think it's the first thing he brought up. What do you think about that?
Look at that. I mean, all the fillers.
That is one of our most favorite things. We use this on so many Photoshops. It's not even funny.
I mean, that is a lot of work there. That's a lot of fillers. That's a lot of wow.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift.
You know, the true winner of all this was Beth because she got a $100,000 closet in fucking.
Oh my gosh! And she's
She's
so
the
much
only
wardrobe.
winner when it really comes down to it.
Like who else's wife was ever filmed on the red carpet of AGT but Beth?
Self. IMDb. Self.
Red carpet. Oh, can you pull that up for us? Okay.
I am.
That's true, Monique. All the other judges,
audience
like,
member,
what other spouses?
audience member, self.
None. Self. All right, here we
Self.
go. So final clip in this tranche.
Nemo, exactly. Thank you, Nemo, for all the.
Right. Lots of questions coming from the office. So can I throw a couple of them at you?
Please.
First question is.
Remember now, I've been elevated to a judge.
Understood.
So,
yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Your Honor. Will you address Nick Cannon about the way he talked?
You're right.
Nick Cannon, I told you, is an excellent host of that.
Cannon.
Hamina.
Prolific fucking baby daddy. Jesus fuck.
Gonna make a football team soon.
Keep it in the fucking pants, Nick.
The rumor is that he's got so many kids because he's got lupus and he needs a
I am
kidney.
not critical of Nick's work on America.
Yeah, exactly. He's making a farm for his,
exactly,
own personal needs. An organ
Makes Sean Kemp look like Jay Leno.
Exactly.
Barbara Streisand, Tamara Francois. Exactly right.
Sean Kemp called him up and said, "Slow down."
What?
Sean Kemp called him up and said, "Slow down."
Larry Johnson.
He puts on
yo.
Okay, guys, let's listen to the clip. Shh.
You're more black.
Question.
All right.
Another question. Between you and Howie, what is going to be the level of germ phobia on the show? Like, is it really going to be?
Oh my God.
Well, I've talked to NBCU about that, and there will be lotion, that hand gel. The entire audience will be bathed in it.
Well, they'll be like, you should do that the way.
It's amazing because oh my God,
Purell was not the reference at that time. You know, you didn't know what the Purell was.
Nothing would have been more amazing if this didn't happen like during COVID.
I know. That would have been great.
Oh yeah.
He would have already signed a contract.
Yes.
Bro.
And he has to go through with it. That would have
He
been
wouldn't
great.
give two fucks about that.
He would absolutely not give two fucks.
Oh my God.
It would never happen.
That would be an issue.
He'd back out. It would be a whole legal
And they do
ramification.
Coca-Cola on American Idol for you and Howie with that hand gel.
Howie and I will be walking in hazmat suits.
Actually, yeah, the judges.
He knows me as her brother, never as a judge. Yes, Ellen.
Howard, I wanted to call and congratulate my baby brother. I am so proud of you. You're going to be so wonderful. You make our family proud.
Thank you, Ellen.
I wonder if your parents know.
Will you come and visit me on the show topless?
Yes.
Topless.
Will you be topless?
I might consider it for this.
Whoa. That's Paul Telegny, a guy at NBC.
A terrific guy.
A terrific guy.
Terrific guy.
Paul Telegny, a guy at NBC.
A terrific guy.
Terrific guy.
He shepherded this whole
I did that on accident.
Shepherd, the top guy over at NBC. He's considered one of the top guys.
He says
terrific guy.
He's the
head muckety muck. I don't know what is his.
He's the head of reality television and now late night television as well.
So he's Jay Leno's boss too.
He can fire Jay, which I'll encourage him to do in this phone call.
And we can't forget our good old pals.
Oh, fuck off, all of you! Honestly,
Show the picture.
Okay.
My favorite.
Ugh, delicious.
God, is Paul Telegny still there?
She's so classy.
She's so
such class.
Classy.
Isn't that class?
Broad.
Isn't hiring Howard a fireable offense by Paul Telegny? I mean, that's enough.
Isn't hiring Howie a fireable offense?
Not Howie, Howard.
In the big
fireable.
What was the worst financial disaster? The Conan O'Brien Tonight Show payoff, or fucking having to pay this fucking
I don't know. That's a great question.
I mean, they gave Conan a lot of money to go away. But I think in a big
32 million to
got
go
away
away.
with bigger loot.
I think you're right. That's a great question. I think you're absolutely right. The
Wait,
rumor is Howard got $15 million a year for this, Dennis.
We
never knew exactly.
He got $15 million a year.
He was
pretty much
trying
done
to
the
get
end.
what Dennis had a great point. He was trying to
Pull
get
this up.
what he didn't get in the lawsuit.
Look at that outfit.
Okay, sorry. The last thing we have to
Sexy.
do for tonight is so
Look at that.
zazzy. Is so zazzy. Hold on, I got something I have to play for us because it really just buttons up. Just buttons up this whole.
He looks
fucking
like you know those guys that draw those sketches in court. If they were doing one for the Elephant Man,
I'm not an animal.
Madame
That's what he
Tussauds.
looks like an artist's interpretation of the
Is
Elephant
that still
Man.
there, Monique? Madame Tussauds?
don't
around?
know. I don't know. I do
Close
not
to
know.
what your hood was.
But
let
look at
me
that. She married him for his looks. Don't never forget that.
Know.
All right,
Monique-
hold on. I'm gonna.
Wait, is he a model?
Oh yeah. This is 2003 Barbados all over again.
Exactly. Look at him. He's a model. Look at that.
So
hair
sexy.
and
So
the
sexy.
face.
It's a zazzy.
Sexy.
And that's what. How many grand did he throw at his face before he went on air for that? So that's like the after picture, man. That's like
That's the after. I know.
he looks like one of those Twilight Zone episodes where the surgeon comes out and goes, "We did the best we could."
Couldn't.
You know what?
I'm looking for the
what's
Benjamin
more-
one, and I don't have it.
You know what's
But
more disturbing?
this is one of the best things that's ever been made. Sorry, I gotta move off of this.
You know what's more disturbing is Jay Leno looks better now after he got burned with a gas fire.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Easily.
Okay, this is one of the best things
Oh
ever.
my
The
God.
balls to say fucking goodbye. The fact that they actually had to make
contract.
a video. I'm not really sure which one this is. It might be the Benjamin one, but I don't think so. I think this is the actual one. So let's just take a look.
Public domain.
Oh, right.
Public
We have
domain.
State of Mind.
Public
Yeah,
domain.
good call. Good call. Good
I
call.
own the rights to our Billy Joel songs.
No, we
Public
can't play it.
domain.
You're right. You're right.
Just play it,
I-
and we'll just do our.
No. It won't. It won't happen. So this
Good
is
night,
him basically
sweetheart.
saying
Well,
goodbye to
time to
ABC.
go.
And here he is. Like,
Definitely 6'7". That ain't 6'5".
that ain't 6'5".
That ain't 6'5".
No.
Why are they all
He's got
shiny?
thing on
Says
his
Hole.
Look, I love hot dogs. This is one of my
Bodyguard.
favorite things to eat.
Yeah.
This man hasn't had a fucking hot dog since Jesus left the Jews. No fucking joke.
Exactly.
When I
There's no
saw
way.
Beth at the Riverhead Costco, Monique Howard.
Walking by
guys.
himself, right? Just a man of the
He's
people,
just
Rob.
a
By
co-
children.
Exactly.
Look at
By
that.
Man
He's living
of
in
the
the love
people.
of the common people, straight from
Here's
the
a fun
heart of
fact. When it used to be
family
hot
band.
outside in the summertime, I would walk Reacher over to these water fountains and I would let him play into them. would throw the ball into the fucking
Jesus.
fountains.
Look
over
at
there.
everybody, right, Tim Sullivan. Everybody else, shorts, like light shirts on, and the anorexic has the full.
It's a myth,
I mean,
like
yes.
and subscribe. Jesus Christ. That's our guy. So yeah.
There he is. So sexy.
I can't, yes, I know. I cannot believe they moved to New
They
York.
moved it to New York for him, Ida. Yes.
Absolutely.
The part was that Benjamin did a remake of that particular video, and then Kumia played it on his station, thinking that it was the real thing.
Yes.
And he didn't realize that it was just like totally.
He was dry humping Nick Cannon on the couch.
Yes,
and
yes,
Anthony
yes,
thought it was-
yes.
Yeah.
The first time we played that, I think we got booted too because Benjamin left in New York State of Mind, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
you
there
know
you
what's
go.
so funny? Let's all circle back when the announcement that he said it was Simon Cowell's show.
Yes.
Clearly he said that. And amazingly, the moron has forgotten that it's Simon Cowell's show. He stole my job. No, it's his show. And you sank the ratings to the point where they were going to get pulled.
And
So
we brought it to New York, and we wasted a
all that
colossal
money.
amount of money to fucking with the thought that it just goes to show you how much stupid, insipid shows like that must make because you forget they're all contestants. Nobody's getting paid on that fucking
It's
show.
fixed as well. It's fixed.
Nobody's getting
We found
paid.
out people who've been on
what's
it say
the prize?
it's fixed.
What's
Prize
the prize?
is,
Like 100 grand?
Nothing.
Vegas in
Fame. Right.
Vegas.
Ambiguous prize. It's not fame. No one's famous. No one goes on to anything from it.
I
What's
think
the
the
prize?
dog.
Right,
I think
Dennis?
Olaf's dogs actually did become kind of famous.
If
Well,
that's
yeah,
it.
no, the
They're not
dog
most
act was
successful
pretty
thing to
good.
come out of that show.
But they were pretty fucking talented. Not gonna lie.
More talented than the Stern staff, but so yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. AGT, I think, again, I think it was another grouping of people who remembered the old Howard, who thought that he was like a star maker in his own right because of all the people that he's had on. They were going to get tons of publicity and endorsement from a show that's on 4 days a week. They were doing it was a win-win for them. They got advertising, they got publicity, they got Howard Stern. Ergo, they're going to get ratings.
Yeah, but they also thought they're getting provocative acid tongue Howard, which they did not, and they got bait and switched on that. They got the Marcy
the only
Turk
people
version
that got
of Howard.
really burned are the advertisers that paid good money to advertise on a show that tanked the ratings.
Yeah, but you know what?
NBC
They
didn't lose money. AGT didn't lose money. Howard definitely didn't.
So wait, I have something to share.
Don't forget, it was before like big Netflix and things like that. So it wasn't. Oh my God, what's that?
Well,
that's right.
This is the commercial.
That was
Super Bowl.
that was the.
Oh
commercial.
crap! It didn't want to play.
But then it has the moves like Jagger, so that might.
I'm sorry.
That's I get the moves like.
How many
Jagger,
stunt
and then
man
the
you
dude
think it
gets
took him
the
to
hose.
carry that fire hose? There's no way he's carrying that shit on his own. The 95-pound barbell.
That was a nice fond look back at the
Down memory lane.
lovely.
Howard didn't bring it up today.
Oh, well, you know what? Probably nobody mentioned it to him, and you know what? He was so busy.
It'll be
Let's
like
be
this time next year. You want to know who Bruce Springsteen is?
No. Go Den.
So you know what? He also didn't bring up the 25th anniversary of Private Parts at all. I mean,
when was that?
That was
This year.
This year. it was this
would have
year.
been
He never
in,
brought
like,
it up
April,
at all.
April, May, right?
Yeah.
It was released during spring.
Yeah, but let's be honest.
Spring
He
97.
mentioned private parts to pretty much every single person he interviewed this year.
But he talks like it just happened last week. He didn't do a 20th anniversary. He didn't do a 25th anniversary. They had the anniversary of the first time, JD came on air. I mean, they had every anniversary. Remember for the 2-year span?
Yep.
Yeah.
They literally had anniversaries for everything, but they never had an anniversary for his one movie.
They probably fired the guy who used to be in charge of the anniversaries. That's why.
So this winter break, we're not getting a history of Howard Stern anymore. That's not a.
No, he's gonna have.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Remember when he was still actually semi giving a shit about the show?
No,
that they would do
I don't
those
remember
history of
anymore.
Howard.
He's
And
gonna
stuff
have
right before he met Beth.
Yes, to Master. We were trying to play the ad that was from there, but I guess we can't.
That's a good point.
That's the thing with the fire hose. That's the Super Bowl ad.
Holden 190. Yeah, all those LA people lost their jobs moving it to New York. Whoever was in on that.
Yep.
LA. That's a great point. I never thought of that.
Oops.
Right?
Oopsie.
That's a big oopsie.
Oopsie.
Oops a daisy. All right, I gotta go to sleep. It's time.
Oh, I gotta wake up at 6 a.m.
Yes,
Oh my God.
guys.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that was a great walk down memory lane. Thank you, Xavier, for actually reminding us about that. So we will try to do a couple of shows before the end of the year for sure. So just kind of I'll either post it on the website or on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Okay,
Hey, Weird
Joe,
Al's actually
last
kinda
question.
funny.
Serious question. Who is going to give the in memoriam for Howard in 20 years? Will he get
Nobody.
one? No
Nobody.
way it's even a blip. I think only Kimmel will, and
Nobody.
no way he lasts 20 years. You know what? Just like any other fucking old
It'll
man
be
that
like,
dies at 90.
when Walter Matthau died, people were like, oh, he was still alive?
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be one of those.
Oh, I thought he died.
Well,
yes, that's exactly right.
dude,
But
he's
meanwhile,
still
there's
alive.
what's his face from Price is Right, still alive, 99.
99. Bob Barker.
Bob Barker still kicking it. All right, guys, thank you so much for a wonderful season of Howard Stern shows.
Yes.
We really appreciate you guys more than you know. This is a really fun thing to do. It was amazing to do during COVID because it was such a delicious outlet when we weren't seeing people otherwise. And it's really enjoyable to
last
have.
thing.
What?
One
Would you
last-
stop talking while I'm
No,
talking?
because you cut us off. John, we
I
need
didn't
John
get
What I
cut off.
do. It's what
I
we
didn't
all
get
do.
cut off. I don't know what you're talking about.
What, Xavier? What?
I want
Sweetheart.
John to sing a song as
Oh,
well.
God.
Oh, John, yes.
Okay.
That's all?
Please sing
That's
a song.
all?
I'm
Please.
sorry, I was just trying
Don't
to get
shoot
out my
officer.
last words for the night, and then I would have told John to sing a song. Jeez, Louise. Johnny, you want to sing us a song?
Okay. I didn't care. I could have did it next time.
Can I check one?
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy. I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Happy Christmas. It's wrapped it up and sent it. I love you and I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, you didn't fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away.
You gave it away.
This year, to save me from tears, I'll give to someone special.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us this year. It was a lot of shows and
Yes, it was.
a lot of fun. And yeah, that's all we got.
Thank
So,
you, everyone. We love you,
for
chat.
you.
See you in the
love you
Deppening.
all. Have a wonderful Christmas and an amazing New Year's. But
Bon
hopefully, we'll
Natale.
see you before the end of the year. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.